All right, we're back. Hey, Leo.
Well,
So this is going
yeah.
to be our kind of part two follow up from the session that we did the other day. Any kind of
Yes.
conversations you want to have with that, and any other um things we want to talk about. So we're just kind of going with the flow. Yeah,
Absolutely.
letting it
That's it.
flow and all of that. So it's kind of best for us really just to do it this way.
Yeah.
And yeah, so but if you want to go ahead and start anyways, just to kind of um whatever you want to talk about, that kind of helps me to
Well, yeah,
activate it,
no problem. Yeah.
activate the conversation.
I listed
Did you
a
want to do a
large
dance?
list. Yeah, actually, like we started with a little bit of scat about that. I'm gonna put on my white hat here, if you don't mind. Let's get my microphone real
Oh,
quick, get my
cool.
guitar real quick.
Oh, really? You can play the guitar?
Yeah, I can
Oh,
actually.
cool.
No,
You
I
could?
have it. I have it here just in case.
Yeah.
But we start to go into
Yeah.
songs, go into like some like we
Maybe
might
at the
just make this
end
a
you can,
songwriting
then if you
session.
want to.
We'll see.
Yeah.
We'll see what happens. But
Yeah.
anyhow,
I know I can write a song really fast.
you can. That's right.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I gotta tell you, I really loved. Yeah, I immediately after our session, it was so activating. Uh,
Mm-hmm.
so like next day, like I was like so what is it like electric or something.
Yeah, it just feels better,
Is the
huh?
next day,
Like we talked to
and I
like
was like,
that, yeah.
I gotta move, I gotta move, and I was listening
Oh,
to your songs for the first time because I had never heard that. But I was feeling them. I
I
was
know.
surprised. I was like, I don't know. I'm not really into the AI thing,
I
music.
know.
But I was like, hey, ooh. And
Yeah.
I was like,
Yeah, I know.
and
They are
and
good. I do
and
like
and
them.
and like there was like what was it? Return
Return
it
to source.
zero point.
Oh, 0 point. Uh-huh.
And so I was like, return to 0 point, return to 0 point. Yes. And I was like, I swear I ascended for a second or two. I'm like, I don't
Yeah,
know. I'm back.
I know. That's why I made those because
So,
I did like I've been doing more the sessions and stuff with people, so I want to help them in any way I can to help the whole.
mm,
And so I was like writing. I get inspiration and will write, and then I'll need to take I just do it when I'm inspired, and
yeah.
then it just comes out really fast, and then
Okay.
yeah, that's how I usually do it. And
Mm,
if I'm not, then I don't push it because then it's like, it's okay song, it's all
mhm.
right, So yeah, that's it. I like the Just Be You and
Oh, yeah,
the
just yeah.
Fractal. I mean, I like all of them really. I put them on my MP3 player to listen to on the plane when I'm flying to Massachusetts next week, So
Oh, yeah, that's
mhm.
right. That's right.
Yeah, so I can
Oh,
because I can't really listen. I don't know how to do it on my phone to where it won't work, on the plane.
mm,
So I just got an MP3 player and
mm,
then just tune out instead of, uh, I don't know. Sometimes the plane is pretty fast when you're like an hour, but then this
mhm.
one's longer because I'm going to like Washington, D.C. for, the first layover place and then to Providence, to
Oh, okay.
Massachusetts. So it takes like probably about 5 hours because it's going an hour, it's on the East Coast. So yeah. So I always kind of get a little bit like ready to get off the plane and yeah, I don't know have you ever been on like to a long flight like Hawaii or like 16-hour flight to some place?
Yeah, I have. I have. I love traveling. I haven't gone out in a long time. In fact, in fact, after our session, I was almost going to go to Mexico, just
Oh,
out of the
really?
blue, like
So
straight
want
out.
to go
But
to see.
it was kind of suspicious though. So that's a whole story. Like I was like, is this for real? And I'm like,
Hmm.
okay, you guys are handlers. Come on,
Oh,
this is way too like last minute kind of thing. But
oh,
yeah, anyway, I've traveled. Yeah, they were gonna take me to Guzman, Jalisco, of all places. That's where the Chapo is from. But
yeah, that
but
shaman, right? That's where
no,
you
no, no,
wanted to.
no, 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 no. Well, that's where
Oh,
I want to go, but I got invited to go to a different state where like
oh,
there's cartel and stuff, or it's
oh,
known for that, which was
oh,
super, super suspicious for me. I was like,
yeah.
super last minute. It was like, we're gonna leave this week, and I'm like, just after I made this plan for this interview.
Hmm.
Oh, anyway, but that's a whole story.
Yeah,
But yeah,
yeah.
I have traveled, and I've gone on a long trip like to Europe in the past. Hawaii. I have been to Hawaii. I've gone scuba diving out there because I used to do scuba
Nice.
diving, and
Hmm.
that was something I wanted to do. Speaking of Project Seagate, I got inspired, and I like to do aquatics and stuff.
Yeah, you can see you
And I
as one
feel
of
like,
those beings.
and and I don't know. That's actually something I've been thinking in my mind, visualizing like, ooh, maybe one of these days, all of us, mm, what do we call ourselves at this point? I don't even know. The Jedi,
Yeah,
where
that's good.
we
Hmm.
go we go get out there and do some, scuba adventures and all this kind of thing. I think that's like a way to do something different.
Yeah, different is good.
And
Hmm.
and if we have the cetacean aspects and
Yeah, that'll be
and
fun.
it's so good for your aura. Oh my
Yeah.
God. Anybody out there, if you ever can get scuba diving, it is so good for your auric field and
Oh,
deep oxygenation. Oh, it's so
yeah.
good. I haven't done it in a long time.
I haven't done
I miss it,
scuba,
but
but I have done like just snorkel, but not scuba. So that would be
yeah,
cool.
snorkel is good. Um, oh,
If
I'm
the
sorry.
water is okay. If the water's like murky and stuff, then
Yeah,
it's not really that fun because
yeah,
because it's like you can't see much, you know. So that's the whole
mm,
point of wanting to snorkel is just to look at everything there,
yeah.
you know. So
Mhm.
yeah. But yeah, I could see you like as like a sea person with the long dreadlock with but they're like the tentacles, you know? But it's
Mm.
like a big giant
Oh, oh
sea
yeah.
person.
You
Like
said, yeah.
it's like you have those it's like dreadlock, but it's more and it's some sort of like how the tail is on the beta fish. You know how the tail looks kind of like a shimmer
Mm.
sheen or something, you know? So it's kind of like that, like your like the
Oh,
dreadlocks or like the sheen kind of all
interesting.
around you though. It's like the whole body is like that.
Yeah.
But I also think you have like a female aspect that's like that too. That's um um some kind of ocean being that's a
Mm.
giant. So it's like a family that you have that's like that. And
Oh,
it's
interesting.
light like a turquoise color. Um yeah, the whole body, like the avatar kind of looking color. But
Wow.
but you do have feet, but you're a giant. It's a giant person.
Mm.
Um like where you would be able to look over the ocean like if you was out in the ocean you could look over and like you were way up like helicopter
Mm.
height, you know, like that tall.
Oh,
Did we say we that I
interesting.
seen you in Atlantis, right? That was at
Yeah.
Atlantis. I think
Yeah.
that's what that is that I'm tuning into.
You
Hmm.
did. I think that's that aspect from Atlantis.
I think so too. Yeah, because I
And
talked about that. The female too, remember? I think I said female, right?
yeah,
Hmm.
I think so.
Yeah,
Yeah.
she came
That
back then wanting to, I guess, confirm that, you know?
there's
So
mm, I will say,
it's,
well, I mean, it's not a secret, but it's kind of a secret that I'm very family oriented.
hmm,
I mean, it's the
yeah,
cancer thing, so
that's good.
that's the cancer thing.
You have
You would,
cancer, what?
well, in the Vedic, or what is it?
Oh, yeah, yeah,
Sidereal
cancer.
cancer,
Yeah, in the Vedic.
ascendant, and in the Vedic though it's Ashlesha. Ashlesha is I wonder. I was like, ooh, I wonder if Christy's Ashlesha too,
What was
ascendant.
that?
Well, you could look in the Vedic system. There's these nakshatras, and basically, it's the Vedic astrology, but similar concept, but just in Indian style.
Hmm.
Anyway, mine happens to be a Slesha ascendant, and I probably have to look into yours, but
I'll give you my birthday after here then.
kind of a curious thing. But
Yeah,
anyway, family.
yeah.
Yeah, one of my big things right now, actually, in terms of like, uh, I think mission or like multifaceted missions of what I'm focusing on is unity, for lack of a better word, Um, but definitely like I was saying family, but really
Family.
oversoul
Oh,
family.
oh, okay.
Because I know there's a lot of talk about like soul groups and soul families and this kind of thing.
Mm.
Um, and I think that uh, I what I've observed is that I think a lot of us kind of gravitate towards certain individuals and like communities or like groupings or channels because of the resonance that we're
Yeah.
picking up. And we may or may not know from why that is, but I've observed and I can sense that it's like there's a soul family connection going on
Hmm.
there. And
Definitely.
and also just that soul memory from like past lives having done that already, having done whether it's the cards or the like the pendulum work or the
Hmm.
or again the warrior work, right? Like anyone that's been involved in the SSP, it's like we've been doing this kind of thing and
Yeah.
in other forms, in other who knows how that's structured, but
Did you ever hear about the immersion program? The immersion
yes,
program? Yeah, that's what
yes,
I really resonate with that, having an
yeah.
aspect of my Lyran Alcyon. It's like
Oh,
hybrid aspect,
mm,
of me
mm.
that's in this it's a higher aspect of me, so it's maybe, oh, I don't know if it's oversoul or just an aspect that's in the higher
Oh,
um maybe like in the Guardian Alliance kind of something with that. But the my father li is a Lyran Irma from the Irma Lyran.
the the Irma, I'm seeing like
Mm-hmm.
a bearded lion, white lion maybe. That's what
Yeah.
I'm seeing the eyes and the hair. Hair's kind of big,
Mm-hmm.
big,
Big
big
lion.
beard.
And then my mother is like a Pleiadian, long blonde hair, and she looks human, she
Mm,
could pass for that, but she's pretty tall. And
mm.
then I could be, I guess, either one. I'm a hybrid, but I could be a shapeshifter too. I could be look at
Oh yeah.
both forms there. So she's a lioness, and she has like
Mhm.
her hair has like different colors in it too, of course, different uh, blue and red and like all that to her mane.
Um,
But yeah, so I guess it's I don't I'm not sure on this, but um I wonder if there's like a some sort of uh initiation or something that the because she's like a teenager in Irma, like it's a lot for me to still learn about, because I don't know
yeah.
the correct wording on stuff,
Oh, yeah, that's okay. I
I
mean,
see things more
I hear
than
you.
I can describe. I can describe what I see. So
Mm.
she's leaving her parents and she's saying bye on she's going like in a shuttle, and then she's going to like a arc that's like and it's all cloaked. So it's like her own space arc that's going to be programmed to be like it's like a stasis pod she's going to get in, and then her consciousness is going to be uh copied on the crystalline AI and in this on the ship, and then she's already planned it out what she's going to be doing with the fractals. Like she's
Oh.
maybe like 12 different fractals of her are going to
Mm,
be put into different bodies, and then or sleeves or whatever you call it, and then
mm,
put in all these different realities that she's going to be experiencing the darkness though of different places so she could expose it
mm.
by going and experience it firsthand. So
Oh,
so that's how
so that's
um
you.
yeah, one fractal of her is me. Yeah. So I think that's how I get all these memories is through all these different fractals is one thing because a lot of them have already died and gone back to the main consciousness, which is her. They're on the ship, and on
Mm.
that arc. So
Ah,
some of them already completed. So I don't think that
I
she's
see.
making more of them. I think that was just a mission set and to go to do this and then yeah, so
So, and
maybe
that,
I'm the last one or something, so then I could bring the messages forward or something like that too.
mhm, mm.
Something with that.
And so she's Alcyone Pleiadian. Um,
And
uh,
Liren, you could
do
say
you
like,
feel Lyran, like a
yeah.
feline Lyran? And do you feel like she's like do you have a sense of the dimension or where she's?
Um, I think that she's probably like the 12, at least the 12 dimension they would
So,
be in because they're out of
um,
the matrix. They're
out of
not
the
into,
matrix. Yeah.
yeah, she has to enter, she's
Okay.
outside of it in that
Okay.
arc,
So,
you know?
okay.
Yeah.
That makes sense. So you're seeing, yeah, because I know there's a lot of versions and it can be very confusing to try to understand, like, who am I? What is the self? What is this?
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah.
and yeah, because so you see her because it's like that makes sense to me that it's like a 12 outside of the matrix,
Yeah.
beyond the 12th dimension, and then she, like you said, inserts parts of that. Do you consider her your oversoul or your higher
Mm,
self, or what do you see
it
yourself?
could be my an oversoul
What's yourself?
because I do think that each one of these fractals would have a higher self too that helps, guide them as well.
Hmm.
So, because she's in a stasis, I can feel her, in
Hmm.
that way, but she's in a sleep state. But you know, um, but yeah, because I know I have several higher selves too
Hmm. Yeah.
like that. But I know that we have many oversouls as well. But
Well,
I don't know about that one on her,
yeah.
this mission. So it's
Yeah.
all different for
It's
everything
interesting.
too.
It's
I
very
don't think
interesting.
there's a set plan for it, like it's just this way,
Yeah,
and
like there's
like
no this
n-
fixed numerical thing.
no.
No, yeah, I think it's way more complex
Yeah.
than just like that's why I don't get stuck on the law of one, base 12, mathematic, whatever, because
Yeah.
I think it's like uh, it's way too fixed. I think
Yeah.
realistically, I think it's way there's more fluidity and
Definitely so.
complexity and messiness and randomness, and I mean,
Yeah. Because
so
what if we
anyway.
had many higher selves, So, because, but I think, because usually they talk about like the oversoul then
Yeah,
creates versions of them that's called or considered the higher self. So,
higher selves,
um,
higher self aspects. Yeah, yeah,
yeah.
because when I see you, see, because I feel um like because there's certain individuals that I feel like it's like it feels very like cl oh, very close. Um, and I consider them oversoul family. And
Hmm.
the question is, are they me? Are we the same being? But I don't know. That's we may disagree. Might say no, no, you're you, I'm myself.
Oh,
But
yeah.
but uh but I think there's like even beyond the oversoul, there's this idea of the monad, and the
Hmm.
monad contains multiple oversouls, and I think that's where you and I are connected, is at
Yeah.
that monadic level
Hmm.
that holds multiple oversouls
Right.
families. And the oversoul families are smaller groupings. Like I was tuning in today, and like something that came up for me this morning actually was like William Shakespeare, uh, Olivia James actually, and her dad, who she talks about, and then also like Wolf Dragon, Rock Cloud, because
Rock cloud.
it's interesting how this has been building up, but they're either again within the same oversoul or like monad, but I definitely feel like there's something where there's like a bigger mission that this is leading towards, and I think
Yeah.
a lot of it has to do with like the ascension of the planet ultimately, and the evolution and rescue mission of the, you know. Sorry, I get stressed out. It's because we're going into that into this, I guess. Okay, so
Yeah.
the child trafficking.
Hmm.
Um, so I think a lot of us are collaborating towards this bigger, like this a very particular mission that is focused on that,
Yeah.
and we're already on it. The thing is, I think we've been working in other dimensions, uh, and I know I have recall and memories sometimes of like certain missions, and like I mentioned earlier, before we started, uh, that I woke up this morning from like a dream where I was like doing some RV remote viewing, and I was like on mission, and then I woke up and I was already telepathically communicating with you. Like we were
Uh-huh.
just talking about stuff. And I woke up feeling like the wolf,
Oh.
like the wolf aspect you were telling me about last time. And last night I couldn't sleep. So I was like past midnight and I was feeling this wolf aspect come to me. Like it was like right here close. And I was like almost like in a, I guess like in a journey state of mind, like trance, semi-trance. And so channeled the wolf. I just call him like Lobo. It was just me.
Hmm.
And it was pretty cool. I can't even read to you what he wrote.
That is awesome.
But because
Wow, you brought.
I've been doing some mediumship channeling
Hmm.
practice because I do spirit talk on my own time.
Yeah.
And I talk to my aspects and other guides but like sometimes I can connect with again, like I said, telepathically with you. I think
With.
there's like I don't know if it's your higher self or something, but there's definitely like a it's like
Mhm.
it's like you're just like curious. You're like, what about this? What about this? What about that? And I'm like, "What? I don't know this. And I just kind of start
Yeah.
rambling about whatever.
Uh-huh. Yeah, we have lots of questions with stuff and like figuring out stuff. So yeah.
But anyhow, it's like
Yeah.
he writes to me. Um, it was kind of interesting. Uh, but he wants to teach me how to get out there. So it's like no good, no good to stay as you are. We must hunt, save the children. We must
Hmm.
rescue all those children. No time to waste. Save them. Tonight we go on mission. I'll guide you. I'll show you. I'll teach you.
Oh, I love that.
You learn the ways of hunt. And he said, Lord Sarnunos is with you. We're going to unite forces with others of the guard, the paramilitary forces and the guardians of the night. The darkness of hell, you will learn to be at peace and release those who suffer in the pits of hell. He says, free them. I'm with you in this hunt, gathering of souls. Don't fear me. I'm not a monster. I am you. And I will guide you and teach you. Um, Yeah, I don't know, sorry, but it's kind of
Love
weird for me to
that.
verbalize this because it's kind of like it feels
Love it.
to me it's very
Hmm.
like private and intimate.
No,
Like
yeah.
I never share this kind of stuff.
Yeah. No, it
But
feels like what my wolf says, the same,
um,
the same energy and everything too.
and
Yeah, I
yeah,
resonate with that.
yeah,
I
yeah,
mean, I
but
resonate with the energy of what you're reading.
no,
Definitely. Hmm.
for sure, but for sure because it's interesting. Yeah, see, that's the thing. I think our human like ego, personality, self is like I'm still trying to figure out like that bridging part of like bridging the human with this multiple higher self aspect and anyway.
Yeah, but has he come to you before like that? Has your wolf, and is he black too like this?
Yeah.
Hmm.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
what I was
So
seeing
when I
too.
see this wolf,
Like the same.
I feel like in good company. I feel
Hmm.
very like,
It
oh
feels like him talking. So it's like maybe that's the soul family there
I,
too, you know?
yeah.
Hmm.
And then this
I
morning
think so.
I woke up and then I was feeling in warrior mode. So I had like had my like little like kind of like just to like I just was like feeling martial arts mode. So I was like doing just kata stuff and like punches and like knife techniques and stuff and sword just like shadow, martial arts kind
Yeah.
of thing, like just doing kind of random like
Yeah,
fighting stuff.
they
Just
must
like
do
and
that. You
so
must have just been on the mission. So you was like still
yeah,
feeling
yeah.
it.
Yeah,
I
because it
think
was like
so.
the whole morning for like a good hour. I got myself pretty tired. I was like doing all kinds of swording
Uh-huh.
shit. I was like, I was
Uh-huh.
like doing fucking
Yeah,
this kind of
I
thing, and then bam, 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 bam,
wow.
bam, like crazy shit. I
Hmm.
was like, oh fuck. I was like,
Yeah.
I'd probably get out of here.
Yeah, I think so.
But
Because that's like, but for me, on the inside, it's not a female, but it could be. It's kind of changes, interchanges too. But a lot of times, it's just the male wolf that's inside. That it's not feminine at all. It's like this wolf here is like what is inside, but it's also like a guide too, or something. So it's like both. So something with that.
mm,
Yeah. So maybe a guide when I need it, but it's the inner wolf too, or maybe because it
so do,
feels the same.
oh,
Yeah.
do you feel like a kind of a almost like because it sounds like you still feel a sense of a separation with that wolf.
It's like uh it's like when I'm running and stuff, then I feel the wolf come out of me, like in that, like to help me
Mm.
run faster. And then on missions and stuff like that, I can feel it, the inner wolf in that way. But
Yeah.
then I also see a wolf um outside of me with me, like a guide or
Mm.
something like a something with that. But it's a male outside too, so it may be the same wolf. Yeah, same thing. So
Yeah. He's
probably it's
probably
the same thing. It's just like a letting me see it, you know. I think so. Since it looks the same and it's the same male, and all that is just showing me how big he is because he's like 7 foot tall and and he looks just like this. He
mm.
looks just like that. And when I'm jogging and stuff, then he'll like I can feel him come out, like run out of me, and
Yeah.
he's like 1, 2, 3, 4 already back, and I'm still kind of going along. So he's like super fast with the running. And
Oh,
yeah.
wow. That's
So
so cool.
mm-hmm. Yeah, and then he'll run up a tree and then just be hanging out. So he's
So
like,
you see
yeah, I can
you
see
see
him
it.
do
You
that.
see him
Hmm.
doing that. Oh wow. That's oh
Yeah.
wow.
So I'm not really, and I feel him inside of me. I
Mm.
know it's inner me, but I always still
Mm.
just say him,
Mm.
because it is I don't know. It's just like because I guess because it's a male or something like that. But
Yeah.
I don't know. It just feels like it's just inner me though. Still,
I I hear
you
you.
know.
I completely
Hmm.
understand. Like I have very similar experiences as well with all my aspects. It's like,
Yeah.
like when I say like I'm tight with like a laddie, but I have a connection with like some oversoul family and even anyway, even like at a human level, I believe it's very strong. It's so strong that it's like I'm at the point where I'm basically like almost always talking to myself.
Yeah. Hmm.
But it's not
Me
like
too.
it's not
In my
mental
mind.
chatter. I mean, I've
Yeah.
been meditating for like almost my whole life, half my life, like since my late teens. So it's very easy for me to like get into quiet mind. Like all I have to say is like, for example, that was then, this is now. So I got stop, stop my mind. But eventually it's like these beings will then pop up like a vision within, and it does feel like it's you, and it's like you're now having this dialogue, and like that's like the spirit talk, right? Like the spirit communication. And then sometimes I'll channel them, like I'll just go into a light trance conscious channeling, and I'll say, okay, you know, permission to channel through me without my interference, and they'll just start like so. And I think that's why like even my embodiment has changed a bit, because I've started channeling some of these like aspects of me much more with
Hmm.
greater, because I've invited them. I said like, okay, I want you to be more fully in my embodiment, or I welcome my soul
Yeah.
more
Hmm.
in the body, because to me that's what the ascension process
Yeah.
is that we want to bring in these higher dimensional aspects, really all of ourselves,
Yep.
into this particular human embodiment at this time.
Right. Exactly.
And the idea is that we want to bridge all this, whether you're seeing it as 12 dimensional or um, 60, 5D, however you
Whatever
see it.
D it
But
is.
the idea is that you're bringing the unity of all these aspects, and and like to me, like that's even what a twin flame is. That whole concept is like really you're just becoming all of who you are
Right.
in its totality, in human embodiment, um, including even as they say like the lower realms, because it's like you're not separate from the earth, the 1, 2, 3D, like
Hmm.
the body, physical body is a part of the spiritual. And I think um that's what's so unique about this time, is I think like Jesus Christ, you hear the stories about Yeshua, right? Jesus Christ, that he like ascended, but he like dematerialized,
Yeah.
and that's it, right? And that's all we know. Like, but I
Yeah.
think the opportunity we have in this next chapter of humanity, which is so epic, is that we are here to demonstrate how to be like a living embodiment of that type of ascended being, but without having to like vanish or die or basically, yeah, without death, basically.
Hmm.
We just can be like fully integrating our etheric light body and higher dimensional consciousness
Yeah.
and and we can um like like really be that in the flesh.
Hmm.
And I was feeling that today, this whole idea of like because there were like two things that I was wanting to talk about. The first one for sure about the hunts to save kids and especially in like the in terms of like the journeys, the shamanic journeys.
Yeah.
And
German.
especially with the particular souls that we're connected to, that we have a psychic connection to on some level. And we'll probably eventually connect more physically it's to some degree, like even now, us talking. But the other one was like the angelic, I don't know what to call it, but I guess angelic relationship. I don't know what to call it. I was gonna say tantric
Hmm.
because I've studied tantra. That's how I started up my path. Actually, was starting meditation, like from more Buddhist mystic style. But it was had like a lot of elements of tantra,
Hmm.
but not just like a sexual thing, but like tantra in terms of like the philosophy of like integrating everything
The whole
as
thing.
your as integrating the entire human experience as the spiritual path and not creating any separation from the two. Like
Yeah.
they're one.
Hmm.
There's no
Hmm.
like, oh, this is
Yeah.
anyway. So
Yeah,
it's like
even the
this.
lower, like you said, that really stood out when you said the lower. Like, what do you see when you think of the lower realms or aspects of you? Because maybe
Yeah.
they're needing assistance.
Well, I think a lot of that has to do with survival. Like when you think about the root, and I think a lot of it has to do with the earth, and I
Mm.
think a lot of it has to do with like matter and
Yeah.
density and physicality. And so that's
Hmm.
why like that ends up being
Hmm.
very like
Yeah, I
physic
see
like
like rocks and even stuff like
yeah,
rock
yeah.
expert.
Oh, yeah. Actually,
Yeah.
you know what I thought one of the things I wanted to share today um was
Rocks and trees
rocks.
and dirt and flowers
Yeah,
and
check it out. Are you familiar with the oops, not the right thing. Sorry, excuse me. Are you familiar with the obsidian tools?
Mhm.
Okay.
There's obsidian. Got
No,
some.
yeah, okay.
I got
Because
all kinds of black tools to help
for
transmute.
for years I used to back in the after the world ended in 2012, I started to look into the Toltec teachings of the Toltec or the Shika.
See
And
my obsidian arrowhead? Got a obsidian arrowhead.
ooh, yeah, hell yeah, I
Hmm.
love that.
Yep.
Badass. But sorry, I'm kind of all over the place, aren't I? But yeah,
No.
mineral. Anyway, but yeah, I was gonna say yeah, I got one of these,
Oh, okay. It's like the
the
mirror.
obsidian,
Yeah.
the obsidian mirror.
Uh-huh.
Probably gonna do.
So do you use that divination?
Um,
I mean, how
not.
do you just
There's a lot to it. You could spend. I mean, that's a whole class.
yeah, it is.
I was thinking about
Scrying.
doing a little demo, but it's like you got to have one of these, but it's powerful. I mean,
Okay.
every time I go into the mirror, my life changes. Like
Really?
something changes. Something in outer reality changes because
Really?
it's to me this is like shadow work.
Hmm.
And since you're talking about like the underworld, like the underworlds, because I think to me the underworlds is not necessarily like I don't know. I see it from the perspective of like the shamanic world tree or like
Right.
the cosmic flower of life, and
Yeah,
I
the
see it as
tree.
like four directions, 13 heavens, and nine underworlds.
Oh,
And
okay.
that's
Nine
just kind of
underworlds.
that's kind of a classic structure that's used in a lot of systems. But you'll see this in some of the Native American paths, the Mexican. I say Mexican to include like the Olmec, the Toltec, the Mayan,
Oh yeah.
and very many variations that speak the Nahuatl and the indigenous languages. Um, the but you also see the same tree in like the Celtic
Hmm.
and what is it, the Norse tradition
Yeah,
and a
yep, the
lot of
Norse. Yep.
the pagan
Yep.
and what they would call pagan, but it's like, without the negative connotation,
Mm-hmm.
but like the old school um, classic,
Yeah,
timeless,
pagan is like a
even
shamanism is like the umbrella, right? Or pagan is like the umbrella, and then it's like the or the tree or something, and then the shamanism is a part of the tree. Is that right on there? Or something like that?
well, shaman has become like I guess like an academically umbrella term for all of this
Okay.
universe of things, but the word originally was from the Siberian
Oh,
Tungus, I think, Siberian shamans, so Eastern Russian, and they have all these different in the communities, they're indigenous people. They have the shaman, and the shaman is the medicine,
right.
you know,
Person.
person for the
Uh-huh.
village. And, and so, and it's a blend. It's like a complex role. It's not like this, it's like not this or that. It's like this and that and this and this and this and this
Yeah.
and it
They do different
kind of
things.
doesn't even make sense after a while. You're just like, what is it? And it's like, so that's like how I see a lot of us in these kind of communities. Like we're kind of like this modern day shaman
Mhm.
without the, because we're like there's just a lot
All
of
the things that we
complexity
do.
and multifaceted.
Yeah.
Whether it's like you're doing the channeling or the psychic readings or the healing with the energy, or again the
Knowledge about
astral warfare and all this
hmm and
and the
about
knowledge.
flower medicine and all, things
Oh
like that,
yeah, yeah.
all that.
Oh yeah.
hmm
Yeah, actually that makes me
hmm Does it make you
last night.
happy?
Yeah, it does because last night I like got into a trance staring at a plant. I was like,
Oh, wow.
I know it's kind of
Cool.
funny,
That's
but
pretty.
and it's kind of
Looks
silly,
pretty
but
how they I,
I'm a bit of a hippie, I guess, in that
I just
sense.
hear the plant to be like I don't know, I just thought pretty, but like it thought that it was so pretty or something like that, you
Yeah,
know?
well, because I really, because you can talk to the plants and you can talk to the trees and you can talk to the nature spirits. Like the other day, I wanted to share, I had a channeling I did at the beach. I was doing some self-healing on myself and I was doing some channeling practice and I channeled like a fairy who came through and she was like a nature spirit and she was like a joy guide that
Yeah.
was fun. And,
Yeah.
but then and then it shifted and then I spoke to because I have a rapport that I'm building with this guide or spirit being who's classic in terms of the world of shaman. It's kind of intense because I'm already feeling the presence. He wants to be here. He wants
Oh,
because he wants to connect. He wants
hmm
to get on with this with the wolf and the wolf pack and the
And that's who that he is, though. That's who the
ser
same.
Cernunos.
Oh,
So sometimes he goes by different names. Hearn, the hunter, the huntsman, the lord of the hunt, the Hearn, but he it's coming through so strong. Cernunos. Because that's how I call Cernunos. And he really likes to speak in Spanish because
Cernunos.
yeah, but that's
Cernunos.
yeah, but a lot of times, like especially people with the religious backgrounds, will be like, "It's the devil. That's the Satan," or because he's got horns. He's got the antlers. He's got like
Oh,
that's
cool.
always he's seen because he's a being, a spirit of like fertility and strength and protecting animals and nature
hmm
and um what else? And I guess suppose magic and all the
Oh,
shamanic.
Cernunos with a C. Cernunos.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Now
Yeah,
I know who you're talking about.
before short Hearn. Yeah, he's kind of a classic and
hmm
so I've been
Yep.
close with him
I
as a
feel
guide
that.
and like he likes cigarettes and or he likes
Uh-huh.
tobacco and
Uh-huh. Tobacco offering.
alcohol offerings, yeah.
Yeah.
So I offer that
Yeah. I offer
and
tobacco.
I try to, build that rapport and relationship and so but then he speaks to me and it kind of guiding me and we must already have probably from past lives connection because it just feels so familiar now. It feels
Yep.
like it's like, oh yeah, we know each other, like whatever.
Yeah.
And he's just like, all right, we got to get on with this thing. And I think yeah. So anyway, I just wanted to share that because I thought it was
Is that the wolf? There's this Cernunos is different than
no,
the wolf.
Cernunnos is not
Yeah.
the wolf. They're
No,
completely
yeah.
different.
Okay. Yeah,
Because
yeah. Cernunos.
the wolf aspect is a part of who I am.
Hmm. The
But
wolf is, yeah.
Cernunnos is his own being,
Right, yeah. Because
and he
I've connected with them before too, Cernunos, like
you have
with the images and every because
yeah.
it's more of a skull headed, like that too, with the what's is that a deer skull or something like that with the
He
antlers?
he's usually like a very like muscular, virile dude, like just like naked and like just like in nature,
Uh-huh.
looking like he's got usually like a staff and he's got like
Yeah,
horns
Cernunos.
and and
I'll look him up.
and yeah.
Yeah,
I,
because I
but
know who you're talking about because I know that I feel that with the horns and stuff too with feeling them, but there's more of the it's just so serious, but it's like intenseness too, like that.
yeah, well, because he's like the hunter, like, and it's like the hunter
Hmm.
consciousness, and it's interesting because I was surprised that that's what came to me this year. But I guess it makes sense because I was like looking into shamanism for like the last 2 years. But like this beginning of this year, I like did a journey, and I was trying to connect to one of my guides who's a shaman, um, or maybe he's me, but anyway.
Yeah, it's like the
Um,
deer, huh? It's like a deer.
but I
Oh
had a
yeah, I see.
journey. Had a journey where I went to go like I was like trying to like learn because I try to learn directly from my
Like
guides
that,
and spirit guides. Yes. Yeah,
kind of like
exactly.
that.
Mm-hmm.
Uh-huh.
Yep, that's him.
But he has deer feet or deer legs, huh? Like hairy deer and deer like a hoofs.
Hmm.
Hmm. But he has
Yeah,
like different it's like a Celtic because he has
Celtic,
that,
yeah.
yeah, Celtic has
Hmm.
the what is it called, the all kinds of symbols with the Celtic. Yeah,
Oh yeah. And
I like
he
him.
so the beginning of this year I had a session where I was doing like a journey and then and it's interesting because he came out looking like first it was interesting. It became like a scene from that movie Pan's Labyrinth and who came out was this girl from that movie and her name is Ophelia. So
Ophelia.
Ophelia came out and she was started talking to me. She was like a girl and like blah blah blah. I don't remember, but I remember for sure she came out and then out came like the goat with the horns.
Mhm.
And at first I was like, oh shit, it's Pan. And then he was like, and but it was in Spanish to talk because that's kind of like how I was interpreting it and it's experiencing it. And so he was like, oh, sí. Vamos a empezar con la casa, vamos a ser cazadores y vamos a ayudarle al, because that's kind of how he talks to me, like, y entonces no tengas miedo, mijo, porque nosotros vamos a apoyar a la madrecita tierra. Necesitas que, it's very interesting
Hmm.
conversations we have
So don't be scared.
and like changes. Yeah, a lot of it is like just like let's do this.
No
Y
tienes miedo.
no tengas
No
miedo,
tengas miedo.
man, because that's what stops all of us at the end of the day, really, is
Yeah,
just fear.
scared.
And so, but then, so ever since then, and then that just like ever since the beginning of this year, like since then, just was like has been a weird trip. But now I'm connecting all the dots. Like
Yeah.
I'm seeing the bigger picture of like where this is headed and how it's connected to like all these other elements over the years. Um, and that's why I had to like, and it's kind of like Fern Gully, you know, the movie Fern Gully,
Hmm.
that
Hmm.
cartoon movie. And it's like this is like a bigger spiritual mission to like save the planet, basically.
Yeah.
Like Mother Nature, just like nature
I
spirits
feel
and
that
guides
too.
to like work together to protect the planet and nature
Mm.
and
Yeah, I can
to
feel that too.
restore. And it's kind of aligned with like a lot of the
Mm.
ET missions, but even the ET stuff is like, you know, from elsewhere, and like all that is
Yeah,
support, but it's like
but this is
at the
here.
yeah, and
Yeah.
at the excuse me, at the end of the day, what? I'm sorry, I get emotional, but it's still, I mean, it's always gets me.
Which part? But
The
the whole, all of it there?
just the child trafficking.
Oh yeah. Yeah,
Like,
this,
I
because
try to
he,
be super cool and peaceful, but like,
because it affects the whole
I lose my
planet,
sense.
the
Sometimes
energy
I,
of everything.
well, yeah, I mean, when you think, when you really go
Hmm.
into
The
into
animals and
physics,
everything,
the
you know?
metaphysics of it all, it's like this
Yeah.
is like what's pulling us down into like some, and I
So you
always
feel
connect
like
it to
that.
like the
Like,
guardian
see all
perspective.
this, all the animals. I feel like that when I seen this one,
Yeah.
then I thought
Mhm.
of the animals wanting to talk about it too, that they're
Mhm.
sick of seeing or hearing about it too, So yeah, so I feel.
And so just it's been interesting. Like a lot has been opening up, and I'm seeing connections with like basically I'm seeing like connections with like the shamanism, and then like with like the SSP, and then like with the Guardian Alliance and like the Federation projects and like the planetary changes and the transitions we're going through and this ascension process and just like so many kind of elements connecting and like obviously
Yeah,
like the healing missions because
time streams
I
kind of
I
like
do
that.
energy healing and like and it's not Reiki. I haven't done Reiki training, but I do my own
Yeah,
just like
right.
energetic like boom, yeah.
Then it's out,
Like in fact, it's so intense now. Like
casting out.
I can see my I don't know if you can see the auras, but I can see like at this point like the etheric energy.
Mhm.
So it's like now I can see like my own hands. I can see the like the um like the halo ish and I can see it especially in the physical. Like if like if we were in person, I would definitely notice like your auric stuff and and you would feel the energy
Hmm.
very strongly, I think, if you don't now through the screen. But
Yeah.
um uh but what was I talking about? Oh yes, I don't know, so the channeling. So yeah, so there's a and then after that who came after that? I think it was Osiris. But and then I was like, I don't know about this. I felt kind of scared. Something felt off about that. But he
Oh.
was talking about the underworlds and he was talking about like guiding souls through the underworlds, like transitioning, like from life to death and beyond.
Hmm.
But then what came to mind is like you have to speak to Anubis.
Uh-huh.
And then I thought about Project Anubis. And
Oh
then when
no.
we last talked, I heard all these things. Excuse me. No, I didn't hear all these things. I made all these connections with you where I was like, I think Christy and I definitely do know each other from projects,
Yeah.
you know. And, and
Hmm.
it's interesting because the thing is like I've seen in dreams and visions like I'm pretty sure it's connecting with others like soldiers in the projects.
Yeah, like Raw
And I've
Cloud,
seen but I've seen also some like women that I haven't like met and I know they're soldiers because they have like
the
the
super
vibe.
soldier.
Yeah, they just have like I know I'm like oh they're psychic soldiers like they're not
Yep.
this is not like um they're not like they don't have guns or anything. It's just like
Yep.
this is what we're here for. And
Hmm.
it's like and there's just like there's a very obvious frequency that you can read
Yeah.
that's like, oh yeah, you're
Hmm. You
like whether
can,
you know it or not, it's
yep.
like that's who you
Yeah.
are.
People have it. They do. I know in the
And
sessions and stuff. Yeah.
and
You
so
can feel it. You can feel it and then you see what they do.
yeah. And you yeah. It's a very anyway, but anyhow, so yeah, and it reminds me I had a dream and tell me what you think about this, but I had a dream not too long ago where I woke up and I heard it loud and clear. It was like blaring loud as I woke up, and it was like, "There are 4,000 super soldiers. There are 4,000 super soldiers," and I just kept hearing that on repeat,
Hmm.
and I was like, I don't know, whatever, but
Wonder where or
it was
something.
very
Maybe.
clear and specific. Uh,
Maybe a mission too, because it kind of feels like a mission. Because I think the super soldiers, there's different, more can be activated or less, or different missions and places, and so probably all that too. But like a total, maybe 4,000 soldiers of
I have
you,
no idea.
yeah, because it could go
Oh,
on and
that's a good
on,
point. I hadn't
you
thought of that.
know.
I was thinking in terms of like the individuals because I know we're out there scattered and all this.
Well, there would be maybe 4,000 of you. because that's
Could be.
maybe us,
You mean like
maybe
clones and that kind of thing?
clones with your consciousness,
Oh, God, I feel so weird.
maybe that you created though to go into these realms, and
Yeah,
because they're dark and we get killed and then we have to regenerate, and so that you want to always, maybe there's something like that.
could be. Yeah.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Whatever feels right though for you.
Yeah. Maybe that could be it. But anyway, I don't know why, but well, and that makes me think about the fractalization that you were talking about, how like our oversoul implants all these fractals in various realms or locations or
Yeah,
dimensions to kind of try to accomplish different, I guess, missions or tasks
yeah,
or to learn or gather wisdom.
yeah.
And I gotta say, I got like massive. I'm so like still like in awe of like your ability. You're so gifted. I'm just like what you ran through just this last session. I was like, it just left me
It was
like
so deep, I know.
I'm still like what?
Uh, yeah, I
Like
didn't.
I'm like recovering from that still.
I
You know
know.
what I mean?
I haven't ever done like that, so much depth with things. I mean, I've been opening up more in sessions and stuff too, looking, but I learn more through doing the sessions with people, and then I see more, and then I'm able to
Yeah,
understand what I'm looking at and
yeah, and that
describe it.
it makes sense. And that because I had a feeling. I was like, I think now is the time something's gonna open up, and it's like the right time. Like intuitively, I'm very precise with timing and like when I reach out to someone and for like this or like I don't consciously know like
Hmm.
like personality wise. I don't until after I
Yeah.
realize that, oh wow, okay.
Yeah. Now
But
you know.
because and like because when you opened up about the dragon, this like higher dimensional, I don't know if it's an oversoul dragon or what,
Like close to source.
close to source and like that, I mean that you opened something up in like the entire universe, I think.
Oh,
Like
wow.
like I
Oh,
felt it. Like now I'm feeling all these like
yeah.
other people and you know it's like because public,
Aspects of you and
but
stuff
I feel
opened
people
up.
like all of a sudden tuned into that being.
Oh,
And
nice.
I want to share this with you and tell me what you think or what you're feeling. But for the last 2 years, but especially this year, it's just been coming stronger and stronger and stronger. This energy of what I call it, it's me. I know it's me, but it's this spirit being that I am. And it's like the vibe I get is like, don't be scared.
No, I
Don't
won't
be
get scared.
frightened.
I don't.
Don't be scared. Ladies
It
and
would
gentlemen,
it
please
would shock
don't,
me if I got
don't,
scared of
don't
anything,
get frightened.
really.
I'm not the devil, okay?
Okay.
I'm
Yeah.
not any
No.
evil spirit that's
Yeah.
gonna hurt you. No, no.
Oh, yeah.
I'm total all about love and compassion and
Yeah.
peace and
Yeah.
unity. But the energy that's been coming through is angel of death or like a death god. And there's all these like archetypes of death that just have come to mind. And when I feel this presence and it's always like death oriented and like sometimes it comes through as like uh uh Santa Muerte.
Mm.
Sometimes it's like Azrael, who's like the angel of death, and
Oh,
also
yeah.
like Mictlantecutli, who's a god of death in the Mexican pantheon. And I've even had dreams of like killer whales, like where I'm
Oh,
like
oh,
identifying with the killer whales. But
oh.
then I was like, oh, maybe that's just like an aspect that's like an aspect in the like an
The
altar
ocean.
that's a killer whale.
Yeah. That
But
is in the
but
ocean.
but
Maybe the
but
ocean.
but it's all like connected to like death. And I
Yeah.
started to get a little bit stressed out about it this year where I'm like, oh shit, am I like some kind of weapon X that they're using like to like kill massive amounts? Because I have like genocide trauma. Like I have a
Mm.
really there's like two things that really drive me and like push my like limits of like stability mentally.
Yeah.
The one's like the child trafficking shit, the pedos and bullshit,
Hmm.
and genocide. Like just like mass extermination of like
Like nuclear or something like that, or
however it could be nuclear,
however it looks,
it could be like
whatever it is, food
Holocaust
or
or
whatever.
like and so like when I think about it's like a very unusual paradox that I live with of like feeling like death on such an intense scale, but then it's like that's like not me. Like I don't feel like I'm like I feel like such a like
Maybe
mm,
another aspect of
but
you,
but that well
too.
after you talk about that dragon, that's where I was like, maybe that's what that is, you know.
Hmm. Maybe
But
another dragon
yeah,
too,
I
that
don't know.
because you probably have other dragon aspects too. Maybe there's a dragon. What realm it might I don't even know what realm it would be. Because
I
I
don't know.
know that you probably have more than one dragon.
You think so?
Yeah, maybe there's like
There
maybe
was
there's
a
like a whole different uh like I feel like some of them maybe creating maybe some of them have created aspects of themselves to go into the
mm,
different realms, or because I really don't think that they're in the matrix, like that. They didn't get trapped in the matrix. That they feel
mm.
like they kind of maybe they're around or just kind of so it's kind of whatever you feel though, because that's your
So
thing there, you
yeah,
know?
I guess,
Mm-hmm.
but it's definitely like a signature that's so
Hmm.
strong. And I remember in the past, like,
Oh
like
yeah. Maybe it's
whenever I talk to seers, I always feel like they see something I'm just not aware of, and they're just like,
yeah.
oh shit.
What is a death doula?
Mm, well, a doula, aren't they the ones that help? Like, I thought they were the doulas were the ones that help with birth, like
Hmm.
when pregnant women are giving birth.
Hmm.
But
I
death,
think
because what's coming to mind is like the not executioners, but the
transitioning, maybe
yeah,
helping with transitioning, you know?
yeah. So I thought about that. I was like, oh, maybe it's like helping people transition from
I
like
think maybe they're coming to help them transition from the physical to non-physical, because
so.
maybe a lot of people have leftover things that they want to go. I don't know. There could
I
be a
just
lot
don't.
of,
It could be yeah. I don't know. But anyway, so I'm just putting that out there because I'm like that came through very strongly, and I'm still trying to figure out what that means because it is so overwhelming this
oh,
presence and when you that session opened that up for me so intensely
mm,
that it's been like it's sometimes it's like paralyzing.
oh
Like
yeah.
sometimes it's to the point where I'm like I get stuck in a trance, like almost in a trance.
Hmm.
And it's like I'm not possessed because
Yeah,
it's not like I'm possessed by some spirit. It's something that
yeah.
is not
You
me.
just because in your
It's just
consciousness,
it's just like a massive influx of like my
right?
soul
The intensity,
consciousness, and it's like the body and the brain cannot
yeah.
has to
Process it all,
integrate it, and that's like
right?
it has doesn't know what it is. It's just like
Yeah, yeah.
but so I'm still making sense of a lot of things, you know. And I've heard as you talk, it makes more sense, right?
Mhm.
Like talking about it, whether it's the memories or experiences and that kind of thing.
Yeah, probably all of you, you know, of your soul stream, all aspects of you, like you're
Um,
saying, tuning into all of your selves.
I don't
So
know.
yeah, it would
But
be all
anyway, I
over,
just want to put that out.
probably good and bad all over the place, of
Yeah,
course.
yeah, that's
Yeah.
true.
I mean,
Uh,
what's good and bad though, in
yeah,
that way.
well,
It's just
yeah,
an
yeah, yeah.
experience
I hear you.
too.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, I feel you.
Hmm.
So anyway, that was a big one. So that's why I'm like, that was this is like life changing. You have no idea.
Oh wow.
Like
Yes.
that session was like seriously like something massive shifted in the quantum field. I don't know if you felt it, but
I think I have felt different, like a shift, like another timeline where um the whole conversations with people have changed and the whole mood of being everything is kind of shifted. Yeah, I can feel that. Yeah.
it's just so
It's
intense.
like I don't know how to describe it where it went to, but it was like a whole timeline shifted. That's how I can really best describe it. It's
Yeah.
like, but it's like I want to like, and I even started jogging. So that's good.
Mm.
Because I was just walking the track, the old track that I was walking, it hurts. It's like different kind of asphalt, so it's not easy. Some asphalt's not easy. It's more easy to jog on the old one that I go to now,
Mm,
you know? I don't know why that is, but it's something with the asphalt. Don't hurt my knees and ankles and stuff like that to jog, but the other one did. So anyway, I went back and I've been jogging more and everything. So that's something shifted for sure.
that's really great.
Yeah, something
Yeah, you know what I was
cleared
feeling?
out or something.
Because when you were telling me about how you're like, "Yeah, I'm kind of like tired of these conferences and the same old thing,"
Yeah,
you kind of get because you got like you're so like high frequency. You're like, I need more. Like I can't just.
yeah,
After a
yeah.
while, you get kind of bored and all that.
Heck yeah.
You're like,
Same conversation and you could just go outside and learn in nature more than and be happy.
hmm
That's what I prefer really than
yeah.
listening to someone at a conference. I just won't go do that anymore, paying for that. Yeah,
Yeah,
just
unless
doesn't
you
feel
really, really want to meet the
unless
person
you want to
or have that
go.
build
Yeah.
that connection and all that,
Hmm.
which is a good thing. I think, I,
It can be good, yeah, if it's something
um,
different that's more
but it's
uh
because
just
what I,
just depends on whatever you're wanting, you know.
oh yeah, but I think
Hmm.
it's because you're like a creator, like you're a full-on creator, like just seeing your art and like everything that you do, it's like because you got to do that. You need that creative freedom to like
Right?
just do what your
Exactly.
soul wants to do. And because there's nobody else like you in this whole community that I've seen, you know what I mean? Like you're
Yeah.
like, and everybody's just so unique. That's at the end of the day.
Yeah.
But I really
Right?
gravitate to your creative spirit, and I think maybe that's where we like have that resonance. Plus,
Hmm.
with the hunting and all this, and like we're probably doing that
Yeah.
astral. And but it's something that I want to do like more act like physically. Like again, like I told you last night, this wolf came through, and he's like, we're gonna go. We're gonna go. Let's go. Like, no time to waste. And Cernunnos. Cernunnos is an old being, so he's gonna be more like an old grandpa. It's like,
Oh.
yeah.
He didn't want to.
He's like an ancient. He has an ancient feeling. Like, it's
Hmm.
like an old ancient being,
Hmm.
and
But
like
the
the soul
wolf
presence
isn't.
too feels very old. The wolf feels a little more. Yeah, it feels different.
Yeah.
But I was even this morning. I was like, oh, like I was howling. I never do that. I never do that. But I was like really
Wow.
feeling. I was really
Uh-huh.
feeling like a wolf
Hmm.
this morning, and like just doing fighting shit. Like I was like wow, okay,
Yeah.
okay,
He
watch out.
must have been on a mission then, because he
Yeah,
was coming to
maybe,
get you. Yeah,
maybe,
he was
probably.
coming
But
to pick you up so you could go. I
I'm
think it's
thinking,
maybe our aspects of us that come to get us too. I think so. Yeah.
oh,
I feel
okay,
like that. And then we have that within us, our in the inner wolf within us. But I think we also have aspects that are in the like super soul, like not in the program, the negative program, but in the child trafficking, rescue missions like that. Yeah.
hmm, I see, I
Yeah.
see. Yeah,
That's where I
because
see them.
I watched some of your interviews like with the panel, the ladies, and then I saw one with her name's Tiffany
Mm-hmm.
Rupert,
Uh-huh.
and I was like really stood out to me was that the talk about like how you guys are dealing with the trafficking issues, and I know like Olivia is focused on like prov stopping the the Project Oblivion from wiping out all this knowledge,
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
and and
So to keep talking,
and
keep
Tiffany
sharing.
was talking about how you guys I heard you guys talking about like there's teams that are doing these like missions. I guess it's an astral. I guess it's all in an astral,
Yeah.
but I heard you both talking about that and that you say that like, there's different teams of individuals. And like
Mm-hmm.
so do you have memory of that very clearly of like or are you guys actually collaborating actively nowadays like on calls? Are you guys actually like saying like all
Um,
right, we're gonna do this and that?
No, we don't. We don't just it just is I think it's just intuitively or so when we get
Mhm.
together then we know that that's what we've been doing and
Mm,
in that way too. So
okay.
it's kind of like we're sisters as well because I can feel
Oh.
like a sister relationship kind of with her too. So and we was on a thing last night too on and we both come up with the same visions a lot or the same thoughts of like somebody has said, here's this meditation and then tell me what you see or felt and then we've seen and felt the same thing,
Mm,
so that's kind of like the same so like stream, you know.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I see. Yeah, because
Mm-hmm.
it seems like she's got like a lot of the Arcturian consciousness very
Mm-hmm.
strongly. I was feeling it's
Yeah.
like just
She
like that
does.
joyful,
She
a little
is, yeah.
more precise and technical and like,
Mm-hmm.
mm,
And she does the divination, the rods, you know, and
yeah.
she talks to she has her pantheon and talks to Hecate and
Ah,
connects with source and all the
yes.
all of them. Yeah. So I
Okay.
forget all
Okay.
of
That
them.
makes sense.
Yeah.
But maybe we do have some kind of a affiliation or connection because
Yeah.
the dark goddess has been very strongly connecting with me too. The dark
Yeah.
goddess.
I like Hecate
Because
a
when I hear
lot.
Hecate, I think of the dark goddess, which has
Yeah.
many archetypes, but
Hmm.
but that's something I've been embracing way more.
Hmm.
And
She's with child trafficking too to
yeah,
help. Hmm.
and talking to God, that was one of the
Yep.
most recent things that I've been connecting to in my channeling. Is just going straight to source, just connecting to God. But
That's
if you
better.
don't prefer the term, I say
Source,
source,
God,
or the
creator.
creator. I
Hmm.
mean, I even say Allah sometimes, like I'll say
Hmm.
Allah, but it's the but it's very I have a very strong connection to Divine Mother God, and I think
Hmm.
Divine Mother God uh has saved or like is with me a lot because I
Oh
feel very
yeah.
strong
Hmm.
maternal
Yeah.
protector
Like,
energy
like,
and guidance
yeah, I do
and like
too. Feel that with
nurturing, and
you.
it's like in fact that's why I kind of like my style. Sometimes I even like get fashion tips from like that
Oh yeah.
consciousness. It's weird,
Hmm.
but it's like that
Hmm.
kind of comes to me. That's why it's
Yeah.
like
Cool.
it's like
I love that.
that kind of comes through. But anyway,
Hmm.
but because I've been trying to
It's good
connect the
though,
dots, and
because
I'm
it's good to be a balance, in
and
that way too.
you know how I was saying that like I'm trying the ascension process. A lot of it is like bridging higher with the lower realms, as above, so below. We want to like, and a lot of it is. Because you described something interesting. You said that this dragon is like trying to find a balance from these higher dimensional realms, and he's like kind of solve this puzzle and this problem, and he's trying to like create a balance. To me, I felt so strongly like Jedi Christ energy trying to create balance of the Force. 'Cause that's what came to
Oh,
my mind. Like the
yeah.
Jedi, the Jedi who try to
Hmm.
create balance of the Force. And I was thinking
Yeah.
about that. That was the feeling I was
That
getting,
makes
but
sense.
it was also like we're trying to because a lot of it is returning to innocence. Like to me, a lot of like all this work, shadow work, meditation, um,
Yeah. Feel that.
the energy healing, the integrating the aspects. But like to me, so much of this is like returning to innocence. And to me, like that's your like authentic being, who you are. When when you release all of this false
Yeah.
programming and
Mhm.
just matrix illusion and all the lies and the deceptions and
It's like a neutral feeling too, where you're just kind of floating. Kind of
yeah,
what that feels like to me. It's like a
yeah,
neutral where you're just kind of there, like just being. And even if someone, you don't judge anything because you just observe almost in that way. It's like almost observing things.
yeah. It is. It's
Hmm.
the witness consciousness,
Hmm.
or it's not just the witness. Some people say it's the witness, but I think it's just the awareness or aware, being aware of being aware.
Right? Look,
But it is ultimately returning to fundamental awareness, just resting as awareness. That's something I do a lot of the time, is just resting as
hmm.
awareness, which is
Yeah.
just detaching from thoughts, emotions, sensations,
Yeah, that's
the,
true.
the external, and just resting in this neutral, open, spacious, still
The stillness. Yeah. That's what I was
awareness.
trying to just yeah, and then that way you can call any being, to like if it's these uh entities or shadows or whatever that you're wanting to commit call to cancel in these contracts with all of you're just looking at all these things within yourself and um just it's so many layers of stuff that we get tangled up in. It's like we fall through all these strings or something and you get caught and then fall some more. and then we got all this stuff on us, and then we're trying to get out of it, and then we fall again, and then so it's like trying to cut it all out so you can get out of it. So it's kind of like that's what I see. But it's always needing to be aware too of uh, the people that you even interact with because their attachments. Then all of a sudden so it's like always needing to have awareness
Mm.
of things. You know what I'm saying? Like
Hmm.
that.
Yeah.
Sometimes we don't always know either. So sometimes someone else has to say, I feel like you have this or some kind of like my mood today. And that's probably some attachment or something like that I'm feeling or um something from astral because I've been remembering a lot of the astral stuff and it's been going into places too. So I'm not, it's always kind of screened. So I don't fully see the real thing, but I always can remember right when I wake up and I'm always saying that I'm burning contracts with anything that tried to uh trick me or steal my energy or attachments or anything like that. I burn contracts and send all the ashes and that being to source. I don't even any tricksters and stuff. I don't even uh dissect it or nothing. It just because they're trying to trick me. So yeah, something with the energy though today, because a lot of people have been feeling that
Yeah.
heavy. It's like a dense, like a fog or something like that, like geomagnetic or heavy heat.
Yeah. That's what it
About that.
is. That's what it is. That's what it is. This weekend is going to be I mentioned the day out of time tomorrow.
Oh yeah.
And so I think it's like there's a compression. That's because that's how it feels.
Oh yeah.
To me, it feels like it's compression. Like it's like feels like you're getting squeezed and it feels like
Mm,
time is running out. Like that's how I always,
mm,
that's how I feel it. At least it feels
yeah.
like time, it feels like everything's going to end. It's this feeling of it's like it's going to end. But
Hmm.
I know it's not like
Yeah.
from a practical perspective. Oh, maybe you never know. I always say, well, you
Yeah.
never know. You might just
Yeah.
vanish into thin air tomorrow. But I
Yeah.
always, I live as if it's probably possibly the last day on earth today. So that's kind of like,
That's
this may be the last time, anyone sees me. But perceives me in this dimension. Uh, but yeah, so anyway, this weekend is the day out of time to
tomorrow.
Mayan day out of time. And it's ultimately like a day of like to just I mean, I see it as a day to just go deep into meditation
Okay.
and like connecting to your soul and your spirit and to in a sense conclude and to now begin the next because
Mm,
I think and I think it feels I don't know how you're experiencing it or feeling it, but to me it feels very much like a singularity. Like it feels like everything is getting narrowed into like the one timeline, the ascension timeline, or like whatever timeline we're going to be on moving forward. And it's just going to keep getting more and more singular.
that's
And
good.
like for example, all these topics and themes we've like come up and we've talked about, like I feel like this is all part of that singularity. It's all
Mm-hmm.
moving in that's like the timeline moving forward. And it's just going to keep expanding from there over the
Yeah,
years to come. And I
that's
think
good.
like since CERN shut down on June was it June? When was it? 29? I think it was the 29th. CERN shut down. You know CERN? You ever
Yeah,
know
it shut down on the 29th. I didn't know.
the
Yeah.
Hadron
Oh,
Collider? And they open portals and who knows what the hell
yeah.
they do.
Not controlling a lot of stuff, weather and everything,
Yeah, but since then,
frequencies and all that.
yeah, and since then, it's just been way
Different,
easier.
huh?
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
that's so obviously, yeah, and so now I think it's like the sing people call it because there's two singularities. People think about like technical AI singularity, and but then I think of singularity more so as like the singularity of consciousness,
Oh yeah.
not AI like we're all going to become a hive mind. No, no,
No.
no. I see it as like your consciousness of your being, the totality of who you are, which as
A
we've talked about
oneness.
oversouls, we're talking about this oversoul,
Oh yeah,
and I
oneness.
think it's like this consciousness is wanting to. return to source. Like where it's like our souls are ready
Mhm.
are returning to source. It's like we're kind of like
Retiring.
yeah, in a way. Yeah, I guess. Like,
Were you
and I
thinking
know,
that?
yeah, because honestly, that's how I feel. I've been feeling like I'm retired, and it's like
I
people look at
know.
me like, dude, you're like, what the hell?
I
Like
know.
you're young and all this, and I'm like, I know, but I feel like an old ass.
Yeah.
Like I just want to die. Like I'm not suicidal, but I'm ready to go. Hey,
Hmm.
if they want to take
That's
me,
a lot of starseeds, they think that.
like, uh, like
Not
I'm not.
wanting to be here.
It's not, well, like I like it here. Don't get me wrong. Actually, I love it, but but it is the feeling of just like this like ancient exhaustion of like I just want
Yeah,
to
yeah.
go sleep for another 1,000 years. But um
That would feel nice.
no, although I do question though because there's like a lot of MK Ultra programming, right? Like Sleeping Beauty programming,
Look to
Cinderella, Snow White, all that. What is that? Did
that's
you just
what I just wrote. Yeah.
did you just did that?
Yeah.
Whoa,
Yep.
that's so cool.
This one and this one.
Oh my God, I love that.
Yep,
You have
that fast.
you have very strong like the gray, is it like the gray hybrid or like the Arcturian? Because I feel that in you very strongly, and sometimes it's like it comes through
The
the
yeah,
grays
the grays, but
and
they're not like the
Arcturians.
mitre or they're like the just the normal grays, huh? Like
Yeah,
because there's so many
yeah,
different grays, and I
yeah.
love them. I don't have any fear, even with the reptilian. I just go
Mhm.
off of how they make me feel.
Oh yeah,
That's all.
yeah. Like
And
my brother, my autistic brother, he's like that. I see a lot of like the gray hybrid like stuff going on. I love that guy. He's just
yep,
so I love him so much.
that's
And
my
sometimes
son too.
and sometimes I do like light language that I make maybe it's them,
Oh
but
yeah.
they go, excuse me.
What's he say?
And yesterday I was writing some light language.
Oh,
But like check it out. But it's like because I kind of do the same thing, but to me it comes out like almost like writing, but it comes out fast. But like see that? That's like my kind of light language. It just looks like
hold it
scribble,
closer to the thing like this, up to
but
the camera, because
I
it
go
was
into like a trance and
the
I start like just like
see this one
and
I
then
just wrote when you're talking.
Mhm. Oh yeah, I like that one.
They're all different, huh? And this one too.
Oh,
You
so
feel
I
them.
yeah.
Show me yours again. It was blurry because so you have to hold it like right over you.
Oh oh sorry. I don't know. It's just pencil,
Oh,
whatever.
okay. Yeah.
It's not like a thing I don't really
Hmm.
do this, but every now and then, like if I get high, like I say high, I get high,
Yeah,
but
yeah. High
my
frequency.
consciousness goes
Yep.
high, and I
You
just
can
start
say like
and I do I tend to do very I'm vocal, so I'll start to like toning, and I might and I'll just speak it, yeah, and I'll
see, you just read it just like that. Really
do.
fast Arcturian, like
Oh
that,
yeah,
you know?
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. But I
It's
always
just
feel
writing frequency because people will say, "What's that mean?" But it's like writing frequency. It's like
yeah.
writing music and most frequency though, like
Yeah,
that.
and it's like sometimes like before our call, like I was like feeling because sometimes it comes feel like at the most human level, the most like lower when I'm like it's more of the dance, it'll come through more as like jazz. And that's kind of like also the feeling I was having today. It's like
Oh
more
yeah,
like you know what I mean, like jazz, like skid ba 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 doo boo boo. Hey, God is a good ba 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 doo.
yeah, right, exactly. It's right.
Ooh. Yeah.
That is.
And
It
so
helps you kind of get into that too. The
so
tone,
like
the listening to yourself say talk, out loud
yeah.
like that.
And I
Because
think it
mine comes in when I listen to Spanish, just in
really
Spanish music, and then because I'll read the words, and then
uh-huh.
I'll sometimes I don't know, but I'll say like light language instead of the Spanish singing if I
Oh,
don't know the
oh,
like that. Yeah,
that's
sometimes I'll do
funny.
that too. The Spanish really activates me listening to
Really?
Spanish music. Yeah.
because
Hmm.
they're like what kind, like the ones that were they're like, oye, y luego dice que no te para paquete, que te to para like that kind of
Kind of like the reggaeton and
reggaeton, yeah.
yeah, and then I like Selena still, I like that
Yeah.
kind of and but yeah, mostly it's like reggaeton. I
The
like reggaeton
reggaeton,
a lot.
yeah. No, I feel
Hmm.
you. It's same thing
Hmm.
happens to me too. I'll be like, dile lo que tu cuate, cuando tú dices que tú vas a
Yeah.
breve que, uy, ya sabes que no te va porque
Yep.
yo me digo te, vamos
I
en la
know.
discoteca, la vete, vete, and then it's
Yeah.
like you
You
start
sound like Daddy Yankee. Like Daddy
dale más
Yankee or something.
gasolina,
Yeah.
dale
Uh-huh.
más
Yeah,
gasolina.
that how he sings like that song.
It's
Hmm.
weird. Honestly, they actually communicate with me a lot of these songs that I
Hmm.
have heard that are like reggaeton type songs. And that's
Hmm.
how I get some of my mediumship communications
Oh
too.
wow.
It's
Wow.
like so I hear
Is
like
it so fast and it's like a
hmm
build up or
hmm
something?
yeah, and sometimes I'll just start rapping or doing like the whole flow, you
Hmm.
know, and be like,
Yeah, I like to read the words to it because
it's
I'll
a lot
see
of
the
fun.
word in my mind too.
And I
I
go,
see the word.
oh, you do? But me too. Yeah.
Hmm.
Yeah. I forget. I say because I'm still working through a lot of layers of doubts and breaking programming. Um, does it for me too? Is like some of like the Arabic, Indian,
Oh
um,
yeah.
kind of like singing too, because
Yeah, that is
sometimes they got some like especially like the modern pop stuff with like the beats. It's like
right.
I don't really understand it, but I feel it, and I'm
Right, I
like,
feel it. Hmm. That's it. Yeah, yeah, that's it. It is.
And then you just get into and next thing you know, I'm just like, oh wow. And like I go, like I'll go high with that kind of stuff.
Yeah. I was gonna I wonder like this is song is I'll find it. But yeah, I know what you mean with like how you just sung that, then that's how sometimes I'll fill in because I don't know what all they're saying. Like with Wisin and Yandel, the how they sing really fast with that. And yeah, like I can't even like
So
I
you
need to
like that, huh?
slow it
You like
down.
that. You
I
like
gotta
that.
slow it way down and then
You like.
sing it.
Okay,
Yeah.
there's the connection. Ahora sé, ok, ahora ya entiendo.
Yep.
Ahora sí entiendo, la mamá dice que le gusta el reggaetón.
Yep,
Ahora
I
sí
do.
entiendo.
I do,
Sale.
and then I'll look at the words, but I know I can see what they're saying, but to piece it all together is sometimes I don't say it the right translation, you
Mm,
know. But if I'm explaining, if I'm saying it in Spanish to
yeah.
someone, then they will understand what I'm saying. Like I understand. You're not saying it right, but I understand what you're saying.
Mhm.
So, but there's a song with what's his name? It's like he said he wants a time machine or something like that. What's that? That he sings with Winston and Yandel. Um, he's saying quisiera dar una máquina que el tiempo para volver a nacer. Did I say that right?
That was
Because I
pretty
don't.
good. Yeah. Quisiera volver. Say it again.
Quis-
Say it again. Yeah, where I was.
if I was looking for it so I could refresh on what they say. He says like he wishes he had a time machine so he could like go back or something like that.
Ajá.
Quisiera tener una máquina que el tiempo para volver de nacer then of your time you're born or something.
Ajá.
What's his name?
Ujú.
Christian.
¿Farruko? No.
That's not Faruko. I think his name is Christian.
Christian.
I'll see
Well,
what
then
time
again,
machine is.
I mean, a lot of times they'll say a lot of this,
It
they'll
means
say the same
different,
thing.
huh?
Well, no, you got it right. It is
I see.
la máquina del tiempo.
Máquina del tiempo. Yeah.
No para decir, no, you said it right. You said it good.
This guy, Tito el
Mm.
Bambino.
Oh
This guy.
yeah. That's what I saw. Tito
The
Bambino.
the
Máquina
name
del
of this,
tiempo.
yeah,
Quisiera tener Okay. Are you ready for my rap? Here we go. I don't know the song,
Máquina
but
del tiempo.
I never heard this one. But
Are you
¿cómo va?
singing this one?
Quisiera tener una máquina del tiempo para volvértelo a hacer. Quisiera darle para atrás al tiempo para estar hasta el amanecer. Oh my God.
Then
I
when
I
they
never heard
start,
this song, but
really?
Quisiera pasar toda la noche contigo, a besarnos sin temer. Yeah. Oh shit.
Yeah. What's
Damn.
he saying?
This stuff always cracks me up. I pues this is a romantic song. I mean,
I know they always are. That's why I like it.
this is all like, hey baby, let's go.
I like it.
I mean, but it's funny because I'll start like going this way, kind of like this kind of stuff too.
I feel it though. You know, I like the feeling.
La seguridad que tiene cuando habla conmigo.
Esta noche todo vale. Quiero tener una más y más que tiempo
It's
para
interesting
volver
because
a nacer.
oh, oh
Atrás a
my
tiempo.
God. Yeah, it's like you want to go back in time to make love, basically.
Oh,
Woo! Hasta el amanecer. I like saying that too. I like to say hasta el amanecer.
bailando,
But
lento, lento,
bailando,
lento.
besando, sí. Uh, see, and I think this is where it's leading
I
to a
like
lot of
Campbell.
stuff. It's what I've seen is like I think there's going to be a lot of we call them tantric unions or passionate like energy coming out. I think in
Yeah,
a lot because we the psychic people got a lot of like
I can
intense,
sing all the perdido
passionate.
sin ti, tu perdido
Oh my
sin
God.
ti.
Like I like I know the ones that I like, but I think see because I see like maybe that's a part of this even I know it sounds crazy or maybe like nah dude that's random. But that video you posted up, somebody commented in the link in the video and they commented that they saw like that I'm like aligning my second 2D Grail Solomon's Temple. And I'm guessing that means like the sacral, basically,
Right.
frequencies. But a lot of that to me, I always see it as like emotional. It's the emotional center, like the and the creative energies. And that's all sexual energies. And that's
Oh,
what gets messed with the most, basically, by all these negative factions. And
yes,
but it's like that's how like we as the human beings in our embodiment, like like create
right.
like we need that energy and yet
Yeah, we
that's
do.
why we're all fatigued and like tired and like well like life is kind of meaningless and like it's
Mm-hmm.
not fun,
Because
it's not
there's no
joyful.
creativity, right? You know,
And
or it's just stolen or hijacked,
yeah,
you know? Hmm. Or
and
just there's no real creative like heat and stuff.
so like and like I feel like the dark mother goddess or like the divine mother goddess is like a lot of it is connecting to like the earth and like that the sacral energies and so like when I hear like the reggaeton I feel like it even kind of grounds me because of the
Yeah,
dembow like the
yeah,
beat the boom boom
does
boom
me.
boom 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 you know what I mean like
Does me.
I even I even brought my drum just in case like see this I got this drum this is my I guess this one is Irish or I don't know if it's Celtic but sometimes I just need some drum you hear that one
Uh-huh. A
but you
little
could
bit.
a little bit
I think it's off of the um I think it's because you have on a noise canceling.
oh yeah
Um,
well
but
anyway
yeah, I know what you
there you
mean.
have it.
Could you hear the
But
music too when I'm doing that? Can you hear that or no? When I hold it up? This is that still that same Tito
no,
Bambino.
no, but I feel it. I get it. I
Yeah.
know how it is. I know how that it is. I mean, reggaeton, a lot of it is kind of the same after a while,
Yeah,
but
yeah, it is.
you know what I mean? But it's always fun. And it's like,
And Peruko, I like Peruko. His older stuff though.
yeah. And I like it when yeah, because they got mix up a lot of the synth and now they have like more futuristic beats and instrumentals and all that. So it's fun. But a lot
Yeah.
of it is romantic. And
Yeah, it is.
I like all that too. I'm a very romantic kind of guy.
Yeah, I think that's probably why I like the Spanish a lot because of how it's said too. It
Yeah.
feels like it's deeper language, than
Yeah. I mean, and even like the simple things they say, like, like you say a simple thing here, like it just feels different. It just feels so different, like it's English
yeah,
in comparison to English. And that's why like and I wonder that's what I'm saying. Like I feel like some of us, like our souls, over souls or whatever, is like we have a certain like frequency, like resonance that we're like it
Hmm.
lights us up. It makes us
Hmm.
feel connected.
Yeah, I
And
know
like
because
it's
when
just
I seen you last time, I was like, that made my whole day, like, wow,
mm-hmm.
that was great,
And I feel like that's what we're here to like kind of impart to like maybe other soul groups that like lack that or don't have that. You know what I
Hmm.
mean? Because
Hmm.
it's like I don't know.
Yeah, yeah, because it's
Sorry,
like,
and I apologize if like because I'm always like connecting the dots. I'm always seeing like
yeah.
how does this piece fit with this? You know,
Hmm.
like and
Right.
like how the hell does reggaeton connect to like interdimensional rescue missions? Like what?
Yeah, but it's like I see lot when I'm listening to reggaeton, then I see like flying a spaceship through. I like I'm seeing that too. I
Mm,
I get a lot of visions. Hmm.
you
Yep, I
do.
do. I get a
Happens
lot
to
of
me too.
visions when I'm listening to
And I
reggaeton.
get into I get into like my heart because for me I'm very like heart frequent like heart oriented. Do you meditate on the chakras by any chance? Do you meditate?
Mm-mm.
I got all excited. Like, I always get excited with the anyway, but
Yeah.
that was a cool connection we made there.
Oh yeah.
But I feel like the souls probably that we're like resonant with are kind of similar vibe. But anyway, do
Hmm.
you meditate on the chakras or like at all?
Just like thinking of the color or what? What do you
I guess
mean?
because yeah, I guess in any form of meditation because I used to meditate on the chakras for years, like back in like pre-2020. That used to be my like my thing. That was like my if you want to call it modality, you know. It was like chakra meditation. I
Hmm.
don't do it anymore because now I have a different point of view, but I don't know how I feel about the chakras, but I still feel them. So like
Yeah.
I'm like you hear Tony Sayers talking about like, get rid of your chakras. I'm like, all right, but I still feel it. And I've meditated on my chakras for years that it's like, if I connect to my heart, for example, I can really like
Hmm.
I can radiate it. And that's part of my healing too, is like expanding the energy of the energy center and then transmitting that. So like if it's heart healing, you just need to like that's what I mean by meditating on the chakras, like just
Yeah.
bringing your
The
attention
root
to
and then all
focus
the things that the root would be. Is that
to
how
just
you mean?
no, I just mean like you just focus your attention on the chakra and then you expand or and then you just hold it there and then you just feel and stay present in that area. So like I'll do like sometimes like a 5 to 15 to well, I can go longer. I'll stay as long as I feel like, but minimum like one song length of 5 minutes or so
Oh.
meditation
Oh.
on like say the heart, for example.
Mm.
But I used to do like hour-long meditations daily, like morning and night, which is ideal if
A
you're gonna
lot.
be like if you want to be like top of your game. It's like you want to do your morning and evening meditation. But
Hmm.
I think even just like little moments here and there. I mean, eventually your whole life becomes a meditation. That's the goal. And I think that's maybe where we're at is like we're just in the flow. And that's why I also like the idea of like the eternal flow, because it's like after a while, your life is the meditation. You're just flowing with life moment
Yeah.
to moment. That is the meditation. And it's like you're not thinking but anyway, but sometimes you need an anchor. And I
Hmm.
just feel like the heart is probably the best. Like, I mean, it's so basic and classic.
Yeah.
I know for all of us in this community, it's like you've heard it a million times, but it's like, but do you really have you sat there and really like just like really felt deeply into your heart and then like you expand it and then you're feeling yourself getting saturated with this love frequency and it and anyway, so sometimes I'll use music. So like if you like reggaeton or you like any kind of romantic music or beautiful music that you
Yeah.
enjoy. I used to
Hmm.
meditate to, and I still do. I use any kind of music that gets me in a higher frequency, and then I'll meditate on the chakras. And it's amazing. Like
Yeah, the heart.
some of my highest meditations are just like listening to music that I love, and then connecting to that feeling in that energy center,
Music. I love music. Listen
and
to that
expanding it.
most. Yep.
So
That
like,
will.
and so I've done that. And sometimes like I'll be listening to like you like say like the reggaeton songs, for example. And so if there's one that I'm really feeling it, and I'm like boom, 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 but then it's like I'll go into like again like a mini trance meditation where it's like ooh, and it's like you just stay there. And next thing you know, you're just in a higher state of mind. And it's
Yeah.
like it's really cool. And that's where I think
Yeah.
there's an integration of like we're bringing the human with like more spiritual kind of thing. But and I mean, because not everybody has that experience, I've noticed. Not everybody is using music as a tool to like expand consciousness or to like shift states of mind or to like heal themselves,
Yeah,
because you can use music so healing. And you don't,
it
I
is.
mean, like you can go to healers, you can, we can, of course, but I believe in self-healing. I think we heal
Me too.
ourselves ultimately.
Hmm.
And I think like music is like, because when we think about God and we think about source, and to me, it's like consciousness, but light and sound. And then this is talking about guarding the lions too, but it's like light and sound.
Hmm.
And that's what is ultimately like healing us.
Yeah,
And so light, when you experience light and sound in the human form, like this is what's healing you. It's like
yeah,
permeating all your cells and your nervous system and your being beyond like even the astral and etheric. And so like for me, it's like you start to connect to as high as you can. But again, even human, like the more modern stuff, as long as it's not like, because obviously some pop music can be like MK Ultra,
yeah,
that kind of
yeah.
thing.
And it doesn't flow if it
Yeah.
flows with you, you
Yeah,
know.
but you'll notice that you can discern. You can discern the
Hmm.
difference. You discern because you can feel the purity or like the if because you can tell if it's your soul, right? You can feel the difference between like, am I getting all mental and like in the matrix mind, or is this like
You
my
feel it.
soul? Is this making my
Hmm.
heart sing? Am I feeling this expansion and like this
Hmm.
healing? And like that's a big part of my
Yeah,
kind of way of life is like trying to connect to the soul. And actually, do you run into that issue like when you work with clients, when you work with in psychic sessions or even just online chatting or in panels? Because that's what I found has been the biggest point of conflict is the integration of like that distinction between like the soul, the voice of the soul, and the voice of the intellect and the brain mind. They call it
mm.
brain mind, but to that distinction between brain mind and the soul. And so, have you ever run into that conflict when you talk to
Not that
people?
I know of. Maybe it's
And they
because
get,
I don't know the difference or paying attention to that or something
mm,
with, you know, in that
okay,
way. Maybe
okay,
something.
maybe because I know in my experience, because I tend to talk in terms of the soul very often. And since we live in our materialistic world is so focused on like the mind and
Yeah.
technical terms and like
Yeah,
just
okay. You
defining
can feel
everything.
it if they're
It's
talking
all
and
and it's
you
all
feel
very
it, right?
cerebral.
Yeah.
But I tend to talk more in terms of like
Okay.
intuitive knowing. And to me, like that's like basically where we're now being psychic. Um,
Yeah, I know
and
what you mean
all
now.
and so like I don't know if you ever run into those conflicts where people are trying to communicate with you and you're like delivering this amazing information, like massive, like to me it's like, wow, like is anybody else over here like what? But then you'll have like these overly cerebral type people and it's like and it's like I get it. Like I don't have any problem with like analysis and like intellect and like I love that too. I'm a
Mhm.
very intellectual kind of guy. I love, reading and all that kind of thing. But it's like
They-
do
Yeah.
you do you recognize like what is going on? Do you see what's happening here? Like ladies and gentlemen, like or do you realize like the level of conversation that like Christy has like where she's like able to like all this oversoul with the aspects in it. And I think maybe it just like flies over the mind. Like it's like our heads just like I don't know what to do with this.
Yeah.
It's so beyond, but it's like so anyway, so that's why I'm like wondering if you ever get in conflict with like clients or people where they're like, yeah, that doesn't make sense because they're thinking about it.
Hmm.
But you're coming from like an intuitive, expanded state of consciousness that is like you're not only in the mind, you're not just thinking, like, right?
No. No. I'm not. I'm seeing it, feeling it, and
Yeah.
it's like it's past all of that, you know.
Mhm.
It's not it's just like maybe like a pureness or something I would say because it's just I'm seeing it from what kind of like they're showing me or something. So it's yeah, there's and I think they feel it or something when I'm given the information. They
Yeah.
feel it. So it's not most people who come to me then they probably already see how I do my readings and stuff. So I haven't had anyone challenge me or anything with that. But I can pretty much just help them in that way too. I try to help them understand it more. If they have a question, then I uh go deeper so they can understand it, you know.
Mm.
If they're in a session. If it's online, if it's just someone online asking, then I don't know if they're a real person or not,
Oh,
like
I
if
got
they're
it.
just a troll or something. So I usually will just ignore if I don't know who they are. But
Mm.
I don't always
Mm.
I don't give my energy away to uh people's if I don't know them, and then it's like questions of questioning what I do or something, because that's kind of meant to sh kind of put a fray or tear. So that's what I feel from their energy. So, but I
Yeah.
can feel when they're real. So yeah. So and they're asking a real question. So yeah, and
Okay.
I try to say, okay, I don't respond right away, and I just think of what they're asking, like what are they really asking,
Mhm. Mhm.
or so I just think about it in that way, so I don't automatically respond. Yeah, if it's a
Okay.
if it's a good question,
Yeah.
but so yeah, so sometimes yeah, I don't most people who come to me then are they it's a lot to process probably maybe afterwards.
Yeah, I think
So
so. I think so. Yeah. I mean, after our last session, that was like, I'm like, boo. Like,
that's
I
a
was like, I
lot.
don't know if I'm ready to. Like, even today, I was like, I don't know, maybe I need more time to like decompress and like let everything
Yeah.
sit. But that's okay, like, because I feel like things have been accelerating
Hmm.
and my consciousness has been expanding and I've been integrating more aspects and I'm feeling like
Yeah.
I can handle more of this,
And I
like,
can go any direction too, because people will ask me, and then I'll be just on their level of understanding,
Mhm.
in that way. So it's kind of like more unfolds, but I just let it unfold, and I don't try to hold like I don't say, well, they can't understand that. I don't judge nothing. I just tell them what I see, and then that's
Okay.
I always know that they understand that,
Okay.
Yeah, that's
Okay.
what.
I see.
Hmm.
Yeah, because I'm still finding my way of how to communicate certain ideas, especially for those who are very in the mind, like very like
Yeah, it's difficult for that because it's not the same conversation. So you almost have to, you know, like s- just communicate with your mind too, and
yeah,
just so they understand what you're saying. But the conversation will become very dull fast for me because there's no heart in it. There's no
yeah, yeah.
compassion or anything like that. So,
Hmm.
so for me, there's only facts, like like talking facts or stuff like that, and then it's if they don't have any kind of compassion and stuff like that or feel that, then it's not easy to really sit and have a conversation with them for a while. Yeah, because they just want facts. So,
Hmm. Hmm.
and I'm like, you can Google that.
Yeah.
That's a fact machine. That can check, all kinds of stuff for you. You can check facts, truth, not true, whatever. I'm not a computer.
And
So,
that's the thing is like I think a lot of folks that gravitate towards like this type of community or individuals like ourselves, it's like there are people that are truth seekers. They're seeking truth. They're like some sincere researchers and truth seekers.
hmm.
Because and whether that's from their experiences or their traumas or they're just looking for answers about life and meaning, like
Yeah.
who am I, why is this happening, like
Yeah,
what
I've
is
had
going
that.
on.
Hmm.
And it's like from a mental point of view it can be very disturbing, it can
Uh,
be scary, right? And a lot of it is
yeah.
fear-based because you're looking for safety, you're looking for a sense of security,
Yeah.
you're looking for grounding and somebody
I
to
get
like
that
make
too.
sense.
Hmm.
And so
Yep.
that's why also kind of like how
Yep.
I think about it from a compassionate point of view of like
Right.
how do you
How do you
you know
navigate that and help people?
communicating and helping
Yeah.
people feel at ease, like
Yeah,
and
I do.
not get lost in like
They can ask me anything, and it always comes
the
back to the
fear
heart,
of
though,
you know
of how they feel, how the whole situation makes
Hmm.
sense if you take your emotions like and pull back and just observe the whole thing. Just be the observer and see it from this angle. But sometimes people need someone else to kind of show them a little bit because maybe they're too tangled up in the
Right.
the whole thing. And then they need
Hmm.
someone to say, well, look, he is like that because he was abused too. He was abused by his mother or whatever, and they're like,
Hmm.
he was. They confirm it, like so they're
Yep.
like, come, I seen it, but so then they know, wow, this is so he is, that's why he is like that. So then I'll kind of complete some stuff so they can have compassion for that relationship, and then that heals that relationship most of the time because they are seeing that person from a different angle now and having more compassion for them. Yeah, so I try to do it that way because I'll look at the whole thing and see why they picked that person, to have a kid with, and what was that. So I look at the whole thing, just depending on whatever they're asking me. Yeah, some people ask about work, what's my life mission, you know, uh, so all kinds of questions, and it's always kind of they're kind of looking for where am I connected at? What's my connection to this place and here? Why am I here? You know,
Hmm.
why am I here? So it's pretty deep.
Yeah.
Goes deep into stuff.
Because the thing is, I feel like, because and I know you're probably, I mean, I don't know actually exactly what your intention is like in terms of reach. Like, do you want to have as large of an audience as possible, or do you kind of like being smaller and unknown? Everybody has
I
different
just go
preferences.
with whoever is guided, like if
Just,
they're guided to me,
just going with life.
in that
Okay.
way, and where I'm most excited to be too, and kind of like appreciated or understood, So I
Mhm.
kind of like a calmness, really, in that way.
Yeah.
Um, so yeah, I kind of do that way. But
Like,
yeah, you have to
yeah.
you have to exert yourself though to in some way, but not in a pushy. I only do stuff that's uh how I would like to see it or something, It's like presenting
Mm.
something but not pushing things in that way. So I never
Yeah.
do that, but um yeah.
Yeah, I just wonder like because of the time we're living in, like the shift, like the planetary shifts, and it's like I mean, veils are lifting. I don't know how it is for you. I mean, you are already so open, like to but for the masses of the majority of people, it's like the veils are lifting for others, and like with all
Hmm.
this disclosure that they're experiencing, which is not the level maybe a lot of us are like, but it's for a lot of people like learning about like MK Ultra or like hearing for the first time about ETs and this kind of stuff. It's like that's an awakening, right? And it's like
Yeah.
I just feel like people want answers. They
Hmm.
want feedback. They want to understand, and they're probably having inexplicable phenomenon and perhaps mystical experiences, but it's still like the stigma of society that says like, oh, that's weird or that's fake or that's
Yeah.
not real. It's your imagination or you're going crazy or like, and there's a lot of shame and guilt around that and even fear of
Yeah.
persecution.
Yeah.
And so like, or fear of like, I'm going insane. And it's like, I got to get pills so that I can like not lose my head
Mhm.
and my mind. And I think that, that's why I feel like people like yourself, people like ourselves that are accessible. It's like probably going to be more needed at this time,
Yeah, definitely.
especially in the years to come.
Yeah.
And one of the things is like, and I know you can resonate with me, but where I'm going next is like having had experiences of dealing with manipulation. Like I had some of my books lined up here. These, have you read these?
I can't see the cover because it's blurry from the. Okay, I see that, and but I don't see what the name of it is.
Oh, shoot. Is it
Just hold it right in front of your face like this, and then I
okay.
think it'll show.
Okay.
Or you can just tell me.
Can you see it?
I see the jail cell and then like a devil or
Oh
something.
shit. Okay. Yeah,
Okay,
so
now I see the.
How to Tame a Demon.
Oh, okay.
I got a book here by these
Inner
are books by
demon.
by Robert Duncan. Robert
Oh, okay.
Duncan. So he's got this one called How to Tame a Demon, and then he's got
Robert
projects.
Duncan. Isn't that the Montauk?
Yeah,
Uh-huh.
he's one of the
Okay.
victims. He was
Is
under
that new? Is that new or something?
this one is gotta
Um,
be 2014.
hmm.
That one's 2014, and then
How
the
to
other
tame a
one,
demon.
Project Soul Catcher, is
Hmm.
um
Soul catcher.
2010. So this has been around, and he got killed. He got murdered.
What is his name again?
Robert Duncan,
Oh, okay.
and he was a victim of MK Ultra Monarch mind control. He was in the programs, and yeah, he got taken out. He got assassinated, probably by the
Huh.
CIA. Just
Was
kind
he
of like
CIA person or something?
I think he was. Yeah. See, let's see here. Yeah, I think he was intern. I think he probably worked for DARPA.
Oh,
Looks like,
okay. Yeah.
it looks like he has worked on projects for Department of Defense, CIA, and Justice Department. Yeah, so he was in the government. But so anyway, he talks about for anyone that's interested in like the literature and reading about this, learning about this kind of thing, like targeting and gang stalking and MK Ultra. The thing is, because this has been my problem, right, for the last two few years, trying to get into this space of energy healing, spiritual service, helping people. Um, there is unfortunately a psychic mafia.
Oh, really?
Well, yeah, I mean, we know
You
this. I
mean
mean,
remote viewers that come in like
well,
that?
I mean, like kind of like what Olivia talks about with Project Oblivion
Oh, okay.
and like the CIA and like all these agents in communities that target all of us people who have gifts and abilities.
Yeah.
And it's like
Deception is.
all the empaths and sensitives,
Hmm.
um, whether they're activated or not, get targeted, you know, by like narcissistic, some form of narcissistic
Yeah.
and um.
It's always the
Anyway,
case.
I got this other book, The Psychic Mafia. I don't know if you can
Oh,
see it.
okay. The Psychic Mafia. Who's that
Yeah.
by?
This is by M. Lamar King.
How do you spell that?
M. Dot Lamar. I don't know if it's showing up. And Keen. But
King.
this one, yeah. I'm probably gonna do some shorts of like posting these books because I think they're important for people to be
They
aware of these
are.
issues. Having dealt myself with some of this insanity in my past, and just hearing about people's cases, it's really disheartening and like enraging, really, and like a lot of it. That's what tests my sanity because it's like people, like I'm saying, are looking for answers. They're looking for safety. They're looking for guidance. They're looking for authenticity and
Yeah.
truth, and they're trying to understand these experiences that mainstream society does not provide any kind of infrastructure or like acceptance about. You know, there's a lot of shame around this kind of thing. There's a lot of shame around like, for example, doing the cards, you know, doing the tarot or like magic or like doing reading. I mean, not maybe for us, we're so used to it, but I'm talking about like the masses, right? And it's like there's still that negative stigma from the past. And
There
so
is.
anyhow,
Yeah.
I guess I'm speaking to like an audience of like those who are still maybe like living in a state of like
Fear.
fear and shame around being who they are and owning that, like I call it the dark goddess energy or like the inner magician, the inner mystic, the sage, the seer, the shaman, the you know, like there's a lot of negativity slammed onto that. There's a lot of just persecution and it's just treated in such a negative way. And it's because of the power that's there. And I feel like that's reflected in also how we relate to women and how women are perceived and like treated.
You're right. It is.
And not just yeah, I mean women, the living embodiment of woman, but also like the divine feminine, right? It's like to me the divine feminine is just like is power, you know, and like people think about power. And I think it's like and I think like for me when I think about men and women and their dynamics, it's like I think a lot of men like the reason why they are and why the way they are with those like negative relationships with women. A lot of it is because of fear of the power of
Oh,
women,
I've heard
especially
that too.
the Shakti, like the and I think that um a lot of it comes down to they're not owning their own Shakti, their own feminine
Yeah.
power and the goddess. And a lot of it is again how
Um,
things are set up in this world, the inversions. And so anyway, I guess I'm just
yeah.
saying sharing this
And
stuff because I think it's important for people to recognize that like this domain of knowledge and awareness and freedom, because to me it's about freedom ultimately. It's like we're
hmm
breaking free from all the chains and all the limitations and all
yeah,
this like heaviness
fear.
and
hmm
just lies and
Yeah.
deception and yeah, ultimately fear that
Fear and
keeps you in
beliefs.
it. And it's so much of it is manipulation, you
Yeah,
know?
it
And
is.
and it's like
It is.
and to me the part that was really almost like I almost lost my mind. It's like realizing like that you're manipulated by like mainstream society, but it's a whole other story within you're getting manipulated like within the very communities that you're looking for answers for. It's like
Oh
it's a
yeah.
bit it's so intricate. You realize like there's like a whole machine behind this and
Right. With the
it's
because
complicated.
yeah,
There's all these layers.
they have agents that are posing as new age or healers or leaders in the new age or disclosure, so they put those they're probably started out as this,
Yeah.
but then they've switched or been taken out, and then a new uh being or whatever, or not being, not soul anymore, just a clone that's soulless, that's controlled. So there's all
hmm
kinds of different stuff.
And how do you see that? Because I think that's important for people to be aware of this whole idea of like a synthetic that the idea that a human body mind what we
hmm
perceive as like oh that's a person, right, a human being,
Yeah,
but the idea, because to me it's a reality that the human being and body mind can just be an empty vessel
yeah.
without a soul,
hmm
and it can literally be either possessed by
Yep.
something else that's not that soul, or it's empty, like there's literally it's like almost like a robot,
Yeah. It's running
but
like on a
it's like a bio robot,
thing.
but
hmm
it's synthetic or sentient, and then it's just controlled by AI. It's just
Yeah.
literally AI. It's like no
You can
almost no
feel
different.
it.
You
You
know what I
can
mean?
feel what they're saying. Like you just
Hmm.
listen to how what they're talking about, and you can ask them questions and stuff. Or if you're just watching it on YouTube, then you just use your kind of discernment of if what they're saying is resonating with you. It's like, I don't know about that. That doesn't, and then you just don't watch it, like
Hmm.
that. So yeah, but people are finding maybe channels that they've watched in the past, and then now they talk different. So I think that that's a good way to see the contrast in the two. Maybe it's showing not to give your whole self to one person. Just you're trying to just kind of get a message or something, get the information, and if it resonates, then you can kind of hang out, see what's going on, what their teaching is and stuff, and then keep moving around till
Hmm.
you know
Oh my goodness gracious.
yeah. So it's not just one person to listen to, and keep moving around, and when that information expires, like you've outgrown that, then do away with that channel and keep
Ah,
going to different ones, keep
so
learning.
I gotta share with this with you. That was actually excellent to share that. I just think it's so important for people to know about this, the public to know about this kind of thing. Um, but I was shuffling my tarot as you were speaking, and then this card pop out, this one,
The devil. The
and
devil.
like right away, what I was gonna go into is like, and I'm like, what is this telling me? Well, it's telling me, look, they got the girl and the boy, and they're in chains, and the devil. Now, of course,
Yeah.
this has a I don't, I'm not a tarot reader myself, but I like to still do the cards for fun every now and then and look it up. But
The
what
devil's
I'm getting,
transformation, right?
yeah,
Or
and what
what?
I'm getting from this is like, oh, because he's got the upside down pentagram, and like what I get from this is that like because we're talking about the bodies and the synthetics, and it's like sometimes the human being, the body, like the way I can tell is that they're empty. The eyes are portals, right? The eyes are portals to the soul.
Hmm.
And that's how because I read people when I read them, or like when I tune to somebody, like I don't even have to see them. I could just like hear their voice or like see like even if it's AI art, I will feel their consciousness or their energy.
Yeah.
And and but yeah, but when you see the person, you can feel through the eyes without a doubt. You're like, oh my God, like
Hmm.
it's like, and sometimes
You feel their
it's like you
heart?
say, you can feel their heart. And to me, it's like it's not. That's why to me, I don't fixate on like, oh, what's your name? How old are you? What's your job? What's your
Yep.
status? The
Hmm.
human personal history and uh,
Yes, facts.
all
Like,
that stuff.
yeah.
Data. It's like
Hmm.
to me, that's not my focus. I always look into like the heart, like what's most essential is who you are. Like to me, that's the soul. That's the presence that you are. Like this is your eternal self, is who you are beyond the human embodiment, because can be the human body vessel can literally be empty without a soul. It could just be an AI that's just running programs. It's just sent by some agency to like fulfill a mission or a task, which is really creepy,
Yeah.
but this shit happens. Like just the other day, there was a news that some kid stabbed a lady, some old lady, 11 times, and got arrested. He reported himself. He just had the thought. He's like, I wanted to kill somebody. I saw somebody. I walked over. I killed her, and then I called the cops and reported myself. And I'm like,
Like
that's like
possession or
that
something.
is straight up possession, MK Ultra. But it's like when you realize like these kind of scenarios are like not this is not a human being with like it's not a like, and I know everyone says these mental health issues, yes, but I think there's the aspect of like I always ask, is there a soul? Is there somebody there? Who is there? Is there a spirit? Is there an entity possessing them? Are they
Yeah.
in, because sometimes that's what it is. There's like literally like a reptilian entity, a negative reptilian possessing your boyfriend or your girlfriend or whatever, or like or maybe there is nobody there. It's just an AI program, and
Yeah.
it's
Running.
MK Ultra running, and it's just sent with one mission
Yeah.
to like
To
kill
do
or to like
whatever.
just fuck with someone or to like ruin somebody's life or sabotage a situation or confuse you or just drive you insane because and like because I know that in my experience I've had people sent into my life uh where you're probably familiar with the alien love bite programs, right?
Yeah.
And all
Mhm.
that astral romance stuff. And like for me, it's like it's very disheartening, but for me, I've always been very like weird about relationship, especially since like yeah, I kind of gave up on it years ago because I started to see the pattern and I realized later, like after learning about this kind of thing, that like, oh, everything was fake.
Yep.
Like
Yeah.
all that
Oh,
drama and all this like whatever. And I started to see like, oh, this person was sent, this person was like hijacked. There's like an old ex-girlfriend, like, I still like pray for her, but like hope she gets better. But it's like I see it. It's like the black eyes, demon possessed, like it's creepy. And I mean no disrespect, it's just like what I see. It's what I
yeah.
observe. Like I can
Yeah.
see it. I'm like, that is not that's not even the person I knew.
Right. Right.
And and
If it's not the person,
and,
like she
and
was different when you were with her, but then she's changed or she changed over
yeah.
the relationship or
Yeah, this is of
anything.
course like
Uh-huh.
old stuff, but this is
Yeah.
way in the past.
Mm-hmm.
Um, so like I'm way more discerning nowadays. Like I'm
Mm-hmm.
like if I'm gonna talk to you, it's because my first qualifier for anyone is like, do you have a soul? Because
Yeah.
I'm not really gonna talk to you if you're like an empty uh what do they say?
Vessel.
Avatar, because I
Yeah.
refer to the
Mm-hmm.
human as the avatar body.
Yeah.
But
It's
if there's nobody home, it's
right.
like what are we gonna talk about? Like just like
How's the
script.
weather?
I mean,
What
it's like,
day is it? How's the weather? Where you are? Like those kinds of questions that get
yeah.
asked.
Sadly, some of my family members are like that,
Hmm.
and I think that's because of the jabs. Because of the
Yeah.
jab,
It's
I'm going to share a video about this because I think it's so important.
it's like
The
they're running a program too,
the
though,
black
you know?
goo connected them
Yeah.
to like a hive, a gray hive, I believe. I
Oh
think it's
yeah.
like, in fact, I think it's the matriarch. And
Oh.
so their soul, parts of their souls got removed, like
Yep.
get pulled out and displaced. And I think for those who like do like, because I do shamanic journeys or like soul retrieval, that kind of thing,
Yeah. Did I
and
tell
you
you
can
I
find
had
them.
that? I did that
You
one.
told me, yeah,
Yeah,
that you
uh-huh.
found
So
his
the
divine
same thing.
feminine,
Yeah.
that he got pulled into a bottle
Ink.
and you had to like
Yeah.
pull him out and then
Yeah.
weave
That's
back
what
in.
shamanic journey then,
And
huh? That's like
and
shamanic.
to me, that's shamanic, yeah,
Mm-hmm.
because you're shifting you're taking you're using your consciousness energy. I mean, I see it as one consciousness and energy, but there's a distinction. But anyway, but yeah, it's like yeah, you're however you do it because it's a very creative process, and I think we each have our like what works for us.
Right.
Like for me, I have like again like the wolf or like these warrior aspects. So I like to like straight up like Wolverine sometimes like if there's like a reptilian, just like walk up to him and like just
Mm-hmm.
fucking right in the
Mm-hmm.
neck or like
Yeah.
slice the head off or
Yeah. If you're in a
like
battle.
but that's
Mm-hmm.
just because that's my style. I
Yeah.
kind of
Yeah.
that's how I
It's how
have
you
that.
battle. Mm-hmm.
But you can do like magic like you flames like you're like, again burning
Yep.
uh uh uh, uh wind. I still use the galactic
Yeah.
funnel, or
Oh yeah.
just like more divine, compassionate, like just send light and the light scares them.
It
I'll
doesn't
even,
always though.
but I tend to be more like, like,
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
loose lassoing them,
Yeah.
hooking them.
Yeah.
Just it can get pretty
I
crazy.
don't think I don't think love and light will take care of that.
Although
You
with the
know,
black,
like
no, no,
you know?
yeah, it's like
Yeah.
hey, no offense, like love and light, like. Like I said, like heart chakra meditations, it's all it is love and it is
Mm-hmm.
light that you're
Yeah.
feeling in your body and it is
Right.
high frequency.
Exactly.
But when
That
you're
you want to.
dealing with like these evil or like forces that are trying to like fragment and drive people insane, they're basically
They
like
don't mess around.
narcissistic, they're psychopathic,
Yeah. They
they don't
don't
have
understand
compassion,
love or
they don't
light.
understand love or light, and so you gotta just like meet them in the same at
Yeah.
that same level.
Hmm.
Um,
They only understand war and
and so
violence, you know?
and some of these things
Yeah.
are like and some of these things again are soulless, like they're not even
Right.
real, and some of them are just programs, they're not even like I've been in simulation, like I've gone into like a simulation, like they're like hell simulated realms
Oh.
to get parts of
Oh
people,
yeah.
like children. In fact, I saw a
Me
part
too.
of you before our session that I think might still be trapped in the
Oh
underworld.
really? Yeah.
And
This
she was like a younger girl part, and she was looking like kind of like scared and sad, and
yeah,
it actually made me
probably
cry
so. Yeah, you
because
could go
I think she was feeling the safety or connected
with you.
to me, yeah. And then I was feeling like okay, like I was feeling the guidance of like you can help Christy this way, you know.
Mm-hmm.
And to me the whole idea is like you do a journey, you go there. I mean, you could do it yourself too if you connect to that part and you feel ready, and you just go to that location and you just bring in your aspect, your warrior aspect, however you go, and you just take them, you go get them, you set them free, and you bring them back, and you bring them to a safe zone that you create, and then that you put yourself back into your body. And I kind of
Yeah.
what I've been doing is putting them through the crown chakra. So like it's like I'll kind of like we'll go on a journey. And it's like we're flying. Like I go
Yeah.
down. I it's like it's literally like you go down and you bring them back up with you. You set them free. Whatever. Sometimes they got chains. Sometimes they got the ball gag. Sometimes they're blindfolded, or they're
Yeah.
just paralyzed, or they're just like scared, like in a corner,
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
it's just like, or they're
Yeah.
being tortured actively.
Mm-hmm.
There's a lot of
Even
weird shit.
sometimes it's only just like a fragment of them too,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
like a fractal or some piece, and there's not even it's like a piece of them. Like I heard that too, like the call out, and then I've looked and looked, and then they was like inside of a safety, like a where you the money thing, like the safe. Inside that, they was staying inside there, so they were like locked inside there.
Yeah, and little prisons. Those are always it's some kind of a little prison, whatever
Hmm.
form it takes. Like I had to get a part of my mom when she was a teenager, from some demon lord, and that was pretty weird. That was pretty freaky.
What did
But
you
yeah,
see with me then? Like, we'll go get her.
what I saw her was she looked young, the young
Yeah.
girl. She looked scared. She looked tortured, like tired, like the dark panda eyes. So it was not good, not looking good, and just like sad and just like strained, just like small, young,
Hmm.
probably less than 10,
Yeah.
and but I could feel like somehow I was tuning into her, and somehow she was like aware of me, and like so she was feeling a sense of, because she must be connected still to your soul to some degree in some way,
Yeah.
and sorry, but it did make me cry. It's making me
Yeah,
emotional.
it's emotional. Hmm. To see it,
But
to feel it, to feel the pain
yeah,
and
but
suffering
I feel it, and then but now I do start to see the visuals. Like I do start to see
of everything that's
like a
happened.
scene, something. Yeah.
Hmm.
So, but yeah, you just go look for them, and you bring them up, and you want to be, but yeah, you want to be like vicious, like you want to be focused and vicious if you have to be. Like I try to avoid fights if I can. Like I try, like you said
Yeah.
last time, like so you just go fast and come out. But if somebody sees you or comes running or chases you or sneaks up, it's like you just gotta like fight or
Hmm.
whatever.
Hmm.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But usually it doesn't come down to that. And actually, it's usually the fights are usually more like an astral, like right in this reality, it's
They
like
are.
overlapping, and you'll see the entities or feel them, like sense them
Yep.
around the person,
Hmm.
like some like a reptilian behind
Yeah.
someone, or like
Yeah. Or gray or
some creature around them or something.
AI,
And then you
whatever
just
it is.
deal with that, you know?
Hmm.
And so that's kind of how I think we probably operate very similarly, actually, when it comes to this kind of astral energy or fighting or whatever you call it. Shamanic, I suppose. Um, but yeah, so you get the person out, get the fragment out, and then get them to a safe zone, give them some healing, because you probably do some energy healing in that zone. Maybe talk to them. Like we do
Hmm.
like talking sessions here, but I also talk to those parts
Hmm.
in that zone, with an astral zone, right? You create a safe spot, a safe space, you know, and then you do your healing work, and maybe they need to talk, and maybe you need to say things, and then you burn contracts, like you said, maybe with
Hmm.
them. But a lot of it is again like therapeutic with that part. And
Yeah.
I try to do my own self-healing with like parts of myself, but I'll do that for other people too. And it's very just for me, it's very just like spontaneous. Like it's
Hmm.
like, oh, this person needs this help. Oh, this person needs that help. And then I'm just guided. And then it's like I just create the zone, and then guides show up, and then next thing you know, I'm like doing some energy healing, or even like singing and
Yeah.
like tuning, and just like you,
And
you
then
just
you put
you
her
just know
back
what to in the
in,
moment. You just know
in
what to do.
like the after she's healed, and then you put her back into to me, or how does that work? Or do you send her to source, or what do you
Um,
do?
no, no, no. The parts of that belong to somebody, I always bring them back to the
Okay.
original.
Hmm.
So it's like, because that's part of the integration to me.
Oh
It's like
yeah. Yeah,
you want to
this
bring all these lost parts and
fragmented
fragments
pieces.
back
Hmm.
together, and it's like, because I was doing it. I've done it a few times where it's like you put them through the crown. It's like literally like you fly.
Yeah.
You see it. You see the vision of like you're
Hmm.
flying up, and you're kind of like together. Maybe you're carrying them, or maybe you're holding hands, and you just kind of like it's a very beautiful process too.
Yeah.
It's not all hellish. There's a lot
Oh
of like
no, no.
beauty to it,
Yeah.
and you can make
Hmm.
it very creative and elaborate,
Yeah.
and
And then
it's
then
like
they
a
kind of
movie.
fit over the overlap the person, and you just kind of do like a
And
grounding or healing or to
yeah, so you can
integrate
put
them
you,
in.
you can put them through the crown chakra, because the crown chakra is like the soul can go in and out from the crown.
Hmm.
When you die, or technically you don't die, but when the soul leaves the body, it leaves through the crown.
Hmm.
So you just put it back through the crown.
Hmm.
And that intuitively made sense to me. But you
Hmm.
can also, but sometimes you see it as like you're like we are here together talking here in this space, and it's like we're like blah blah blah, and then you just come over, and it's like you hug, and then you merge. Sometimes
Yeah.
it's like you just having a moment of like connection,
Hmm.
or intimate moment, and then you just like bring him in. It's like, come on, bring him in, come home, and you come home.
Hmm. Yeah.
Boom. But
Yeah, the same
that's
feeling.
that's more for self
It kind of goes
integration.
into your heart. Hmm.
But for another person, you can kind of guide that process too. Like, okay, here you are, we're back home, and it's safe now. And are you ready? And it's like you
Hmm.
can feel it, and you can see it. Sometimes they're like you'll see like how they react. Sometimes they're like, or
Oh,
sometimes they're like
They don't know.
So you kind of have
Yeah.
to like mediate. You kind of have to mediate
Yeah.
and until they feel safe and they feel like they kind of understand what's going on. Because it's like, even with dead people, I think, dead, sorry, you're not dead.
Yeah. Yeah.
I always apologize to the spirits when I
Yeah.
call them dead people because they're like, I'm not dead.
No, yeah. Uh-huh.
My
The
grandma.
thinking like
Sometimes I'm like,
the
my dead grandma, but she's like,
mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
oh, sorry, grandma, I know you're not dead. Because
Yeah.
my grandma likes me. She likes to, we have a active communication, my grandma's.
Mm-hmm.
But anyhow, it's similar. It's like you want to, sometimes you have to build like a communication of like, oh yeah, this is what's
Trust.
going on, this is what's happening, and you're, it's gonna be okay. You're gonna be
Yeah.
all right. And you just like again reassuring
It's
that
kind of
like,
a waiting period to make
because
sure that you're not tricking them, you
that
know?
part was traumatized. I mean, that part was like in prison or like in hell
Mm-hmm.
or who knows
In the
what.
hell.
Another
Yeah,
just like,
hell.
so
They're just
they need
waiting to be
healing.
beat again, you know?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And so it's like you kind of need to provide some healing for them even
Mm-hmm.
before you reintegrate them.
Yeah, some
And this is
comfort and all of that too.
and
Mm-hmm.
however you feel appropriate, I think, because like everyone's different, right?
Yeah,
Everyone's
right.
gonna have what makes them feel loved and cared for,
Right.
and their love language
Mm-hmm.
and all that. So you kind of want to. Sometimes that's why I let them talk it out or figure it out. Like,
Yeah. You just keep them in that safe space
uh,
there, like a room or whatever,
and
like that, and then they slowly kind of start unraveling a little bit, you know?
and you see it play out. And but then sometimes you can mediate. Like, sometimes I'm not the best for it, but I think whoever I'm guided to, I'm the best for them because
Yeah,
otherwise I wouldn't be.
you wouldn't see it. Mm-hmm.
That's how I address it. Because I used
Mm-hmm.
to doubt it too much, and now I'm just like, no, no, no. If this is happening, it's because it's supposed to happen. If this is who's in your reality, it's because that's who needs to be in your reality right
Mm-hmm.
now. You know,
Mm-hmm.
unless it's a manipulation. But now I discern like,
You can feel it though.
is this
Yeah.
a psychopath? It's like, no, usually they're not psychos.
Yeah. You can
Now,
feel it.
now you can tell.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like especially seeing one of my aspects there, then you could then you already know what they go through and stuff, but then you can really see everything too. Like you can see through her eyes everything that's played out, you know? Hmm.
Yeah, and sometimes I won't go into the whole drama just
Yeah,
because it
yeah,
feels a little
because too
bit like
much
private and all that, but sometimes they want to open up, or
talk
sometimes they
about.
want to share, or sometimes you like it's just you just see it. And like I shared before, it's like sometimes you see into like a hell realm and you're seeing
Uh,
this stuff. And I don't
yeah,
know if that's memories, but it's a
yeah,
similar idea.
yeah.
You're kind of remote viewing into like another dimensional realm, and I know for people it's like, well, that's not physical, that's not real. Well, I would say, well,
Oh,
it's not physical. It's not physical in this like 3D flesh dimension, but it is real
yeah,
within that dimension.
yeah.
I know it's hard to explain.
Oh,
It's like
yeah,
because you notice instant shifts. I always notice it in people. It's like after, before and after, they
you do.
change. They
Mm-hmm.
change.
It's like
Like,
like a wholeness or something, like pieces of you came back, you
yeah,
know, that missing
life
piece.
life comes back to them, some vitality or some like personality, like all of a sudden there's like
Yeah,
confidence or just like
yeah.
desire or even just like all of a sudden emotional freedom.
Mm, mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
Um, there can be some reactions, like, too, because it's like all of a sudden it's kind of like waking up from a nightmare. It's like
Oh,
waking up.
yeah,
Oh, 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 okay.
yeah.
Whew. Like Neo waking up from the
Yeah, you're
Matrix,
just like,
where he wakes up in the chair and he's like, whoa, okay. What's
yeah.
going on? Like,
Uh-huh.
okay. Kind
Yeah.
of like being
Right.
born again.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
So,
that's because I know that that happened, so that I can see where you see her and everything too. So I'm sure that she's already been integrated because we just did that. You know, feels like that.
and it's like even it can even be like again like us talking like that. That's also I've come to recognize that like okay, yes, even the conversation itself can be, that is the healing process. Like this is the
Hmm.
healing process. Or even those who are listening to this. I always say whoever's listening to this is because they had to. This is for them to hear,
Yep.
to
Hmm.
receive. They're ready at some stage. And I always like for me, I look at your audience as like more advanced souls or beings that are
Yeah.
can to some degree resonate and
There's an
cause
understanding
understanding.
of what. ever,
Whether
like I'm
whether at a
saying.
whether at a super high degree, understanding all the dimensions, or whether it's just like intuitively, like just feeling it. And I think it's all valid and it's all real. It's all legit,
Hmm.
It's all, you know. And I think it's just important for us to support each other in terms of our gifts and intuition and like trusting ourselves,
Hmm.
especially within our own sovereignty. Because I think if we're ever going to come together, like as a bigger stage, it's like we need to trust our own self in our own
Right.
sovereignty and stand in that,
Hmm.
secure in our sovereignty, in our self-trust. That way there's because when you are in that position, there's no reason to like get into any kind of drama or power games or manipulations or like whatever happens
Yeah.
with between people, like I don't know if it's jealousy or just like
Yeah, it
I,
doesn't
to,
even
to, to,
happen there.
to me, it's just power games. Like to me, it's just
Yeah.
like because you feel like you're missing something. You feel like I don't
Oh
know,
yeah.
like so you kind
Right.
of want to like. But when you're the more the more secure and trusting and
Yeah, then you don't seek
sorry, it's
out
kind of
that
basic,
out.
but I say self-love. The more you love yourself, you're
Yeah.
whole. And,
Yeah.
and I know that's the healing process, and I know a lot of us are still very fragmented and traumatized.
Mhm.
I mean, I'm not perfect. I know I'm not. Like I know I've
Yeah.
got plenty
None
I'm
of us.
still
Hmm.
working through, and it's like I mean, every day I still wake up
Every
like
day. Yep.
with feeling messed
Hmm.
up.
Hmm.
So every day there's always something
Yeah.
to do. There's
Every day.
never a dull moment
All
for
right.
sure.
Right. It's every day. Yeah, it's always that. So it's, and I think I can see that like with your, you know yourself though, and you're with those that know themselves, then you just kind of like, it's like a floating feeling. You all kind of just, it's just so comforting and healing, and it's you're all just kind of going with the flow of things and everything just working out and all that too. And there's no one to say, oh, I don't really know, then because that breaks up the whole feeling when someone is not,
Mm,
when they're like jagged or something, they're coming in like this
mm,
disruption, a disruptor, so
mm.
yeah. Yeah.
Disruptors. Well, I think so. It was, I mean, we're all kind of rebellious in our own way, so maybe we are disruptive each in our own way. But
you
like,
know like someone whose chaotic mind is not sure of themselves, so not um
and
there
yeah,
there's
I mean,
jealousy or insecurity coming in, and they're just like so then they're trying to figure it out or understand. uh you could just tell like, whoa, like they just need to calm down some before they even, that there's a lot that needs to just calm down within them.
yeah.
So
Well, I think, it's like I understand. Like I have compassion for like wherever you're at in your healing journey
mhm.
or spiritual
Yeah.
discovery journey. I think it's all like I understand. It's like man, I used to have alcohol problems back in like pre yeah, my 20s. I used to that was my
Mhm.
problem,
Yeah.
alcohol, and I had to get out of that. That was a
Yeah.
tough one. And a lot of it was just from like psychological
Yeah.
manipulation shit that I dealt
Yet
with.
there's always
But
like a
anyway,
something like that
but
we
it's like
go through.
but to me it's like we don't want to shame people. Like
No,
for me
not
it's
at
about
all.
learning how to heal the shame and
Hmm.
and like accept yourself and love
Yeah.
who you are. And
Well, a lot of that is just because of our gifts, or or under a lot of stress from there's lots of things, but we turn to something like that to numb us so we can just kind of relax a little bit and not have to
yeah.
feel everything, so that's really why we turn to something else to make us not feel anything, because we always are feeling everything. And it's
Mm,
like, I just don't want to feel anything at all.
yeah.
I just want to, so that's normal. I
Yeah.
mean, it is
Yeah.
normal to want to, and to experience the contrast of, okay, so I did that, but this is what I feel like the next day, and that stuff happens. So I gotta, I like how that felt, but I didn't like the how the next day or dealing with all the drama, whatever. So I need to just kind of work on, um, whatever it is, that healing that part of you that needs that
Mm,
outside. Um, it's like some kind of a connection that you want to feel, though, too. There's some kind of a reach that you're wanting to feel it inside too, though, because this makes you not. feel, and it makes you feel good, because you don't feel. So it's kind of like psychological too, in a way, how that is. So you take it so you can numb out, and then that feels good because you kind of can calm down. So it's looking for a way to feel calm, you know? So that's kind of how the chaos, and they just need to like calm down, but they don't know how to calm down. So they drink or whatever you got to do, you know? And
Yeah.
sometimes that helps, sometimes then not. So I don't judge. It's their
Hmm.
own
Same.
choice, you know, with
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
And um, you know, yeah, I don't judge with that.
Same. Same. It's not easy because the thing is, it's not easy being like that sensitivity, like you're saying, is like you feel ashamed for your sensitivity,
Hmm.
like, for basically being who you
Yeah.
are.
Yeah.
And that's like, I mean, that's like self-hatred, self-rejection, and then we project that. You feel like, yeah, so
Yeah.
it's
It's
like a
because
very painful
we
life.
aren't around supported people that understand us. So
Yeah.
then they're judging us, but they are only judging themselves because of what we say. Then they don't understand, so there's no understanding. And so we're just feeling all of that negative emotions and all that, and then that creates attacks. So it's a lot. It's a lot to be like the
Yeah.
black sheep of the family or the star seed or something different,
Hmm.
even autistic or however it's you know,
Yeah.
there's always, but you can understand that because of your brother, and
Hmm.
you can see it's like we having my son, then that all everything just kind of like I had to rebuild my whole entire way of thinking and all of that. So it's like you become humble in this experience, uh helping them, guiding them through life. It's like you're having to live life for them, putting them first, and then you on the back burner. So you see you experience firsthand the struggle of not really them, because they don't have a filter, they don't care or understand judgment, or they can feel it, or they just feel the behavior toward them, if that is. But you know but we see how the person is treating them, or however. So so yeah, this, and we become protective of that too. So we learn a whole lot through autistic family members, really so much, of
Absolutely.
just being humble and accepting, and of ourselves too, and learning to put ourselves first too. Not always uh you have, we care for them, but you have to take care of yourself too, as best as you can, you know.
Absolutely. Yeah.
So it is a struggle, especially the parent, it's almost impossible at times to even think of yourself, because that the kid takes up the whole time. You're
Mhm.
constantly with them, managing them, and then to take care of yourself, that would mean to be able to sleep uh, in your own bed for a period of time without interruption, or to go to the grocery store by yourself. So small things that are appreciated, just to get some time by yourself, time
Mhm.
alone. But you constantly think of, if you leave them with someone who doesn't understand or can't handle them, then that's you can't fully ever relax. It's always intense on, like in that complex trauma. It's always like a war in a war, like you're ready to go, hypervigilance, always
Mhm.
prepared for them to run, for hit, or throw things, or do, you're always prepared and
Yeah.
ready for something. And that's not because we are thinking negatively, it's because it's happened. We've experienced it, and know that it might or might not happen. If it doesn't happen, then that was good. That was good. But don't make a big deal of it because it might happen at home. You just, it's like, always kind of, just always hyper vigilant.
Mm,
It's no time to really relax.
mm,
Yeah, and so it's so much intensity with raising a child with severe autism or that can't communicate or that hits, so yeah, it's a lot. So yeah.
Yeah, I was going to ask you actually, what tools or what do you feel has helped you, or do you feel supportive for someone like yourself when it comes to being, if you're a mother or parent of a autistic child or neurodivergent or however, with that complexity that I think, like, what have you found is really helpful or
Um,
supportive, like a lifestyle type?
I mean, just it's been me and him. So the smaller the uh I didn't ever have company come over, because that just is we would go to places, but then we would be able to leave when it's not staying very long or just kind of managing the time that so there's a lot of different things. It's just kind of making them feel comfortable, and so when they feel comfortable and then they're occupied and happy, then the parent can relax a little bit. So that's
Mhm.
the thing. People say like, why don't you do anything? Like go out or do this or that. Why don't you take them to the park or to where? And then so if they want to and they're happy with that, but a lot of them like to be at home and have the iPad. They have their own iPad. They like that kind of thing. Um,
Mhm.
and that's what makes them happy.
Mhm.
And they're like, oh, they spend too much time on uh they haven't dealt with that, so zip it. Like I get like just zip it. And then if like, oh, they want to eat McDonald's chicken nuggets all the time because they're like chicken nuggets, chicken nuggets, chicken nuggets, chicken nuggets, chicken nuggets, chicken nuggets. And you're like, okay, you want chicken nuggets? Yeah, okay, let's go get chicken nuggets. And then they're
Mhm.
happy. Now you can relax and draw or do something for yourself, but they're right there. So yeah, it's making them happy. So then you could just find a little bit of time for you to watch a video or something. Probably not a movie, that's a long time, but you know,
Mhm.
yeah. So now he's in the group home, and so it's like, and now at 50 years old, I'm starting to be able to live my life, you know, for to do things like the traveling and stuff like that because I couldn't travel with him. He didn't like that. He don't like to do that. He likes
Mhm.
to just stay home.
Mhm.
So yeah.
I see.
So that's how I mean he's 21, so and he likes it. I tell him it's college. But uh if he didn't hit, then I still think that I would, we would still be doing everything. But it's like we needed to separate so he could have a different experience too on his own and learn to now he's eating more stuff at this group home and doing more things just by himself.
Mhm.
And then I'm doing my own thing. So it's like we needed to gain all this time together and then now apart, and then we still um take that with us and like that kind of thing. So yeah. Yeah. It's very
Stuff.
intense. I know. To um but then, people who haven't experienced it, they think they understand, but they don't. You really it's like firsthand experience being in it every day kind of thing.
Yeah,
Hmm. I
I
mean,
hear
if
you.
you like your brother and stuff, so you understand the sacrifices that have
Mm.
to be made. So it's like the just the immediate family sees it.
Hmm. Yeah,
Yeah.
he's definitely has his own things. I mean, he's older now. Just turned 32 the other day, actually.
Oh well.
And I was, oh, that's right. That's right. He used to be violent when he was younger. He used to be, or no,
Okay.
was he violent? No. Actually,
Wasn't violent?
nowadays he's more pushy because now he's just like whatever. Like, but no, he's actually very sweet. He's actually super sweet. He's a very
Yeah.
sweet and
I
happy
think
guy.
that
And I learned a lot from him. He's a master teacher.
is,
Numerologically, he's a 33/6, so he's
well,
technically a master teacher.
mm
So I think his soul decided to have that experience for the
hmm
purpose of probably teaching everybody else
hmm
and but also to have that experience and probably just to anchor a certain frequency
yeah,
because he kind of in a way is disrupting the matrix programs just by
100%.
existing here
Yep.
and being alive.
hmm
And like he just watches like the same movies
Yep.
like on repeat.
Yeah.
Like
There's
God,
like record.
how many times have I seen like all his classics? Like
I know.
I know the songs, I know
Yeah.
the stories. At
hmm
this point, it's part of my mediumship too. I'll like get little clips and parts of like, oh, this is saying this or that. But but then I wonder, like they're probably using him in the projects to
Yeah.
like do certain dreamscapes because he has that kind of mind that can like hold
Yep.
the
I
astral
know.
dreamscapes, and he's I don't know, it can't be
Yeah.
good. But
Yeah, I know that, they take advantage of them because they're so open, and that they don't have that awareness and then they travel, and then so they get trapped in attachments and all kinds of stuff or possessions and
oh yeah,
jumped.
he gets possessed. All he's always
Yep.
just
By probably a lot of the grays,
I think
a
most
lot
of
of the
his
grays.
energy is used, so I have to do a lot of work on him. Yeah, a lot of gray. I feel a lot
hmm
of gray,
Yeah.
a lot of gray
hmm
energy. But it's,
Yeah.
it's, but mostly it's the black goo. That's the main
Oh
problem.
yeah, it is
The
too.
main issue I've been seeing is the black goo, and I don't
Yeah,
know if
yeah.
you can
See
see
that?
it,
Yeah.
but what I see is like the
hmm
black goo is like squids. They're like
hmm
this squid
Yep.
energy. It's like
Like
so people are
ink.
like, yeah, it's like people are like have like these squid beings in them. It's kind of weird. It's like,
Yeah.
and you can see it like through the eye. You can see it through the eyes very obviously,
Yeah.
but you
hmm
can kind of see it even through the skin or something. I don't know what it is. It's like it like dulls the personality and
Yeah.
it dulls the person that used to be whoever was there. And like they even like they're like they kind of lose something about their physicality
Yeah.
and they're just more like just kind of dull and
Yeah.
drab, just kind of like monotone and like
Mm,
lifeless almost. But like
yep.
I say they're zombies, but it's like it sounds mean, but it's kind of like sometimes that's how I experience it.
Yeah. When I go
And
to visit my
but
son, then that whole place is intellectually disabled adults, and so there's many different levels of different people there and stuff. And so some of them are you know, they are all twisted up, and like that. And so it's just all different. But yeah, I just try to just kind of be a light when I'm there and just
mm,
happy and say hi to everybody and give them hugs or just acknowledging them and stuff. And uh, you know, so yeah,
yeah, I
that's
think
kind of all
I
they
think
want.
that's the best we can do is to just be the light
Mhm.
in the wherever we are, and I think it's increasing. Like what I'm noticing is like there's like all these timelines or I call them the shields, the quantum shields at this point. Like you and I at this point, and everyone we're networked to, we're creating a quantum shield and a frequency. And I think it's like there's just different like perceptual realities and timelines at this time.
Mhm.
So it's like some people are living in like the dark or like a weird twilight zone. I know for
Yeah.
me it's kind of like the twilight zone, but I'm experiencing more light. And it's like some people are noticing like really way more luminosity and other people don't see a thing. Like I always check in with people to be like, what do you notice? How are you feeling? What are you experiencing? And it's like
Yeah.
anything different? They're like, nah, same old, same old.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like you're not noticing like things are glowing or like time dissolving or like, you know, the time acceleration I think most everybody is experiencing though. The time
hmm
shift, whatever it's
Maybe
gonna
they just don't uh Mm, I don't know. Some people just don't have that awareness. Like they're they don't think that way or understand uh
yeah.
even dreams or anything. So they're just like and maybe that's attachments or programs, layers of stuff. There's a lot of stuff that has to be cleared out, I think,
Yeah.
because they're like in how like I was saying, how that person fell all through the matrix layers. Like then they're all just kind of hanging right there. And then you're like, what do you see? And you're like, I don't know. I just been seeing the same thing over and over, you know? Like,
Mm.
you don't see anything? No. And I'm like, okay, so what needs to be done? But I don't know.
Yeah. I
Sometimes,
gotta,
yeah, it's like too much to,
I feel you.
yeah, it's because a lot of stuff they have to figure out how to get out, you know? It's
That's
kind
true.
of like we can't figure that part out. They have to unsolve a lot of stuff themselves and do stuff. And then, you know, if you offer them help and then they say, no, I don't see nothing, like, okay, oh, and you just feel like you've tried everything, you know, and so you just kind of got to step away and let them kind of figure it out.
That's true. That's
Hmm.
true, but I think partially a big part of it is this like transhumanist agenda. Like I wanted to make some book recommendations because I know we got a lot of researchers and readers and people that like to
Hmm.
look up stuff. So these are two that I thought were really good. One is like The Geoengineer Transhuman
Uh-huh.
by Elena Freeland.
Okay.
And it's about the hidden technologies of HARP, the chemtrails,
Oh,
5G,
nice.
the nanotech, synthetic biology. So if
Oh.
you're looking at it from the scientific point of view and how geoengineering and this is social engineering, right? But it's geoengineering because they're modifying the biotech and genetic engineering, the molecular nanotech and artificial intelligence. Yeah, this is hardcore. But then there's this one, Hacking the God Code by Patricia Corey. She's a channeler. I really like her.
Oh.
She channels the Syrian, I think, High Council.
What was the name of that
This
book? I didn't see.
this one is
The Hacking the God.
Hacking the God Code. Yeah,
Oh.
Hacking the God Code, and this one is all about. Hopefully they don't uh, shut down the channel. Can we talk about the thing at this point? Because
Well,
this one is all about how the jab, what it did to
I don't
modify.
know. I don't know about if we can or not, you know? Like you could say stuff but not offer the advice or something like
Okay.
that. So maybe
Okay.
that you can just read it, you
Oh
know?
yeah, this one's the conspiracy to steal the human soul.
Oh,
So,
okay.
so for anyone that is confused about the soul and the DNA and looking into that theory, because I know it's still conspiracy theory for a lot of people, but I'm like, yeah, once you see what's going on, it's creepy.
Mm-hmm.
It's really horrific.
Is that the same, the God code? Is that the same
Hacking
one?
the God
Hacking
Code,
the
yeah,
code? Uh-huh.
yeah. This one is all about like what they did with the with the Jews to modify the DNA and how it's part of the
Oh.
transhuman agenda and the New World Order. And
Mm,
she talks about how
mm.
the art AI has revolutionized everything about our lives, enslaved us, and possessed our world. So it's so like I don't know. I don't know how I feel about AI, but I think that the messenger RNA, um, there. See, the thing is, what I'm seeing is that there was soul displacement, and like I look at my family members, and they're just like so obviously different. Um, and that's actually one of the main reasons why I've been so isolated and disconnected from just like online and just the world and everyone, because I kind of checked out after seeing how the world reacted to this.
Right.
Uh, it was just so discouraging. Like I was like, What's yeah?" And I was like, "I'm sorry, kind of a hopeless message to leave, but that's just yeah." But so anyhow, but I've changed my mind. I've kind of am restoring my faith in humanity and the I'm
I
staying
know.
optimistic about the new Earth and the ascension timeline and the
Yeah, you know,
some
it's
people.
it's something that we just had to probably go through to see and experience that and then come out of it too, because it was traumatizing for so many people,
Yeah,
you
it
know.
was
So,
ultimately, yeah,
hmm,
it was a
and some
quantum
people
weapon,
woke
right?
up after that.
That's true.
Yeah,
That's true.
some people had their awakening during that time. So it's kind of all kinds of stuff going on. Maybe because everything was taken away from them, so they had to reevaluate everything, and then they switched jobs, and then now they are doing farming work, and that's what they wanted to do. And
That's
that's,
true.
so it's kind of like that.
Yeah.
That, maybe they didn't want to do the the jab, so they quit their job, or so
Mm.
there's different choices people made, you
True,
know.
true. That is true. Yeah, I know
Hmm.
for me, I'm so hardcore that I kind of that's when I officially checked out of society, and I've just been like
Yeah.
so on the fringe, like way on
Mm.
the fringe, like even fringe in the fringe communities, I think. So
Yeah.
it's, but I'm trying to get back into trying to reconnect with the the human world.
Hmm.
I don't want to end up being a homeless person and like yeah, anyway.
Yeah.
I mean, I'll probably die. No, I would. Well, what do you think? Do you think I'm gonna die next week or what?
No, no. I think you have a lot of work to do, and
Yeah,
to help and stuff like that,
yeah,
teaching work,
yeah,
like that,
yeah.
and helping other people, like we were talking about,
Yeah, I think there's a
like
lot.
kind of counselor, shaman, like kind of like counselors, what a lot of people need in a way, like someone to just listen.
Yeah, it's just someone to talk to and listen.
Hmm.
Yeah, because that's my main thing. Like I've been doing like the BQH training and like healing modalities and
Yeah.
stuff. Really, my thing is like I will be present with you. I will listen to you. I mean, look, I can sit here and listen for like three, like I can seriously sit and talk and listen for a long time. Like I will do it because I it's just what I that's like kind of what I do. It's like it's just I'm not
There's learning from them too, their
yeah.
experience and stuff.
And I'm totally cool with like the experiences. Like, a lot of people feel like I was saying shameful or like awkward or like, oh, what's wrong with me? Like I had a vision or like
Oh
I'm
yeah.
like, about whatever, like their
Yeah,
abilities
yeah. Mm-hmm.
activating or just like just being sensitive even. And it's like,
Yeah.
I don't know. I think that's the kind of like mediator that I am. It's like for people that are like maybe not like the advanced psychics, although I can hold a good conversation for sure. I mean, we can work well,
Yeah.
but I'm not for beginners, but I think anyone that's already like going through stuff, but they don't really know, like they just need to feel like someone will like hear them out and
Mm-hmm.
not judge them for
Yeah.
being
For them
who
to
they are.
reach out to you through, do you have like
And and even
how do they contact you then?
oh well, uh, so I put my email actually on my channel, the little banner. That's probably the best way. It's just,
Okay.
contact me,
Mm-hmm.
just or even in the comments, you can because I've been 2 years ago I was almost gonna come out on like online social media and all that, but I just felt like I needed more skill building or something, and but I think I've been ready since I was young, so like
Mm-hmm.
to just help people because I think we're born ready. I think a lot
Yeah.
of us are just born ready to like just do
It's mostly just listening and helping them figure
yeah,
it out, you know,
true,
like that. That's kind
yeah,
of what most people need someone to just like listen, non-judgmental, and just kind of helping them figure it out. Um,
yeah,
not having the answers, but just kind of helping them work it out. So,
true.
or however, but yeah, it's like counseling almost in that way.
Yeah. Yeah, actually I heard your interview with I think it was Penny Bradley and she was talking about how she's like I don't have a counselor's certificate or license, you know. So you technically can't do counseling like in California, but she offers compassionate listening and I would
Oh,
say
that's good.
to me I'm like, yeah, that's exactly what it is. It's
Uh-huh.
compassionate listening.
Hmm.
Um and I think like that guy that's like so much of what I think we do is like a lot of that. But it's also but it's to me it's not just like mental like listening. It's like
Yeah.
and I try to tell people, it's like, I'm not analyzing you. This is not like this is just being present with you
Hmm.
and just allowing
Yeah.
whatever
Yeah.
comes
Whatever.
up and
Yeah.
just letting it surface and letting things untangle in their own way. And, and it's like, you're just letting it be what it is, whatever it is that comes up and,
Hmm.
and just like,
Yeah.
um, I mean, I know that that resonates with you, but it's just
Hmm.
because sometimes um yeah they're like just like there's no agenda Like we're just, you know, like even us talking right now, it's like I had a huge list of possibilities. I was like, oh, we could talk about this or that. Like probably if there's anything like where I was like, okay, this is like an idea that I wanted to talk about
Yeah,
potential projects like the what is it? The like some kind of team or project for like I don't know if it's remote viewing for like the traffic victims and helping them. But other than that, everything else is just kind of in the moment and like we're just
yeah,
flow. And it's just
yeah.
like I think
Oh,
it
like
just
with Tiffany, like doing something with that, like a remote viewing with there. So that's
uh
maybe something possible then, like that,
yeah.
with the wolves.
Yeah, well the wolf team.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the wolf pack.
Yeah,
I mean, I don't know. But at the end of the day, I feel like we're all so independent that we probably like end up doing it by ourselves. Just
we do. Yeah, we just
but
do it. It is kind of easier just to go and then you see them though, like meeting them, then you recognize their energy signature, and then you know that that's them that you're working with.
true.
Hmm.
True.
Yeah, because we don't go do it, but it's like our other aspects do. So,
Yeah, that's the strange. Yeah, absolutely. It's hard to explain because that's been my experience too. Is like sometimes I'm just like here, and there's activity happening that I'm like my conscious ego thinking mind is not, but it's happening. It's like, and I call that
mhm.
sometimes the Nahual, like in the Toltec tradition, Mexica. There's like the Nahual, and the Nahual is just like the other side. But
Oh,
Tonal, so Tonal would be like us here now. You, Christy, me,
hmm.
Leo.
The
And that
present.
this is our tonal. This is our waking reality self.
Okay. Hmm.
And it's just mainly the body, the mind, and whatever programming we have, our personality structure, psychology, all that. But the other side is the Nahual, and that's actually more accurately who we are. And
Yeah.
that's always active. It's always functioning in the
Yeah.
astral and even beyond.
Hmm.
That's what does a lot of the healing work and does a
Hmm.
lot of the
Journey in and
missions and
everything.
journeys.
Hmm.
And it's interesting because people think that their self is here, but like as I understand it, is that your soul
Yeah.
resides here, but like the soul spark, the divine spark is here behind the heart.
Yeah.
And then the Nahual, which is this energetic traveler, what they call the astral body or dream body, is at the Dantian area, the navel center.
Okay.
And
Yeah.
so when you sleep, that part swaps. What happens for a lot of us is it swaps with the upper, with the tonal perception. I literally feel it like like I will feel that like like as I fall asleep, I'll feel like a swap. And then when I wake up, I'll feel it reverse. It's
Oh,
trippy.
wow.
But ideally, you would want them to merge because that's how you
Oh,
become a lucid dreamer or a like that's how you maintain conscious like
when you're
you
like
you start
memory.
you start to merge the waking with the dream self and so that's how we start to then become essentially lucid all the time
Mm.
and that's how they become way more vivid and active. It's something that I was considering sharing but maybe for another time I'll do videos or something to
Yeah.
talk about it and that's a whole other thing
Hmm.
but it just in terms of healing I think we just do it like it just happens behind the
Yeah.
scenes. We're not even like consciously aware of it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like again, like even me and you, I feel like we've been connected like since that last like I still feel that there's activity constantly. Like I've been feeling constantly where it's like,
Oh.
whoa, like Christy's intense, like her energy's intense. That I'm like, whoa, okay.
Hmm.
Like it's like yeah, it's hard to explain. I mean,
Hmm.
it's cool. Like it's cool with me because I'm like
Yeah.
I don't have a problem with it. It's not disturbing. It's just like I just feel it so strongly, you know.
Yeah.
And there
Like
must be
the,
something going on again, like we're talking about, like whether it's the teams or like the with the wolves or I don't know what we're doing if we're doing missions or something.
hmm.
But
Hmm.
and maybe
Probably
maybe things will clear up,
feels like
moving
it.
forward. I feel like things will open up, we'll understand more because I think
Hmm.
we're activating way more
Yeah. Feels
lately.
like the wolf, like the wolf saving, and then our super soldier, but it's not like controlled. It's for, it's like if they went rogue or something, like those going back in and rescuing or whatever it is with the wolves, with the
Mm.
wolf with us.
And are you telepathic? Do you consider yourself telepathic?
Probably I would be in different place, like I could in some places, like some realm of, like if the person um just depends on the other person, I think,
Mm.
in that
Okay.
way. Yeah.
I mean, because to me, I'm like, I would say you are. Lately I consider myself telepathic just because I'm telepathing with people, and I was
Yeah.
we were having telepathic communication like
Yeah,
this
like
morning
that, definitely
because
so.
as I was waking up and then I went like to the park, I was like spending time in nature, just like meditating, and then and, like there were moments where I would see your face pop up,
Okay.
like the way I
Hmm.
see it here, and I would see like
Yeah.
you on my left side, and it was like you're right here, and I see you so clearly,
Wow.
and then it's like there's
Amazing.
just it's just like your presence is like saying like, "Hey, I'm here. Are we talking? Are we what's going on?" And
Hmm.
that's how I'm still like, "Oh, right, I should probably reach out," you know.
Hmm. Hmm.
It's not like I think about it. It's like I
It
see
is
you
there.
and you're
Yeah.
telling me like, "Hey, I'm here. So are we what's
Oh
going on?"
yeah. Like
Like,
I'm
"Oh
checking
yeah."
in,
And then I start talking
reminding.
like, "Oh yeah, thanks for reminding me. Okay, yeah, we're gonna do that."
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
I'll either talk it out, verbalize it, or just like
Have
as
the
if
whole conversation in your
telepathic.
head, like with that too.
Yeah, and because I think that's been activating lately is the telepathy in some of us.
Yeah.
If you don't know, if you
Definitely
weren't
that
already,
way. Yeah.
and it's
Definitely
like,
talking to you,
uh,
like um most of the time it's when I'm in bed, when I'm like laying there, just sometimes when I'm waking up or sometimes when I'm falling asleep and so or even in the nighttime too sometimes, so it'll be or in the car, too. So there's time when I'm like in that state by myself and or also jogging too, then there's constant
mm,
conversation,
mm.
of stuff going on.
Yeah, because you're very mission oriented. Like I feel like
Oh
you're
yeah.
someone who's always like go go go. We're like, come on,
Yes.
we can't just like sit around and be like,
No. Nope.
like
I have to.
so I feel
Yeah.
that, and that's what I was
It's
feeling like this week. It's like constant like all right. So like
mm-hmm.
I feel that
Yeah.
like
Like no time to waste here,
go, let's go.
like
And you, yeah,
there's no time to waste here. You want to help as many people so we can get out of here, so we can get out of all of this,
mm,
like that's,
mm,
and it's not a slow, you have to do it fast. So then, because it's like they're, you've cleared out and now it's clear, but then they're going to be coming right back. So you got to get out of there, you got to get out of that realm and go up, and then they'll start coming up and then then they can only reach the demon, talking about demons and stuff, entities and everything, so
yeah.
we clear them out and then they so yeah, that's yeah, so it's I know.
After
It's
a while,
like
but I'm starting to, because see, I'm starting to shift into this like way of life. Like eventually, this will be my life all the time. It already is actually, but
yeah,
it
yeah,
has been. I think I've been like resisting it or fighting it,
mm,
but now I've been fully embracing it. Like, oh, I
mm-hmm,
guess this is not my life. Like, honestly,
yeah,
the truth is, it's been this way since I was basically like out of high school. Like, I started
mm,
getting into the mysticism,
yeah,
but I was always like, what is this? What is it? But I loved it. And anyway, but now I'm like, it's like there's just no escape.
mm,
There's no way out. Like
yeah,
this is it.
yeah.
That's why like one of my things I say, remember, this is it. Like literally, like life is
This
just
is
gonna
it.
straight
This
up
is
magic all the time.
yeah,
Even the
yeah,
most ordinary moments are like magical. Like there's just something going on. Like at this point, there's always something going on with spirit, and it's like, and now it's like we're talking to God, and this is good. This is very good. But there's spiritual warfare. We're like literally dealing with like evil, uh,
oh yeah,
or for lack of a better word, the devil.
the
We're trying to get it.
demons,
We're trying to get rid of it.
demonic realms, they're
Uh,
all around.
because I think we're ascending. And so we ascend once we can at some point you gotta like
You stay
the,
in like a
the earth is
protected
gonna shift.
space, always like staying in your protected space and filling yourself with source light and protection, shielding, and keeping yourself clear, taking care of yourself first and all that. So, and then they should be taking care of themselves first too,
True.
like that. So, because, but we have enough here to manage with all of our stuff here that just keeps it's constant, and going wherever, I live with my parents, and then so they have their issues that I'm continuously clearing their thought forms, and then it just comes back.
Uh,
Uh,
I,
yeah.
yeah, I think at some point
I mean,
that's
I
what
blast the whole house, so it's like I put out the light and blast it all up, so now it's all light. And then to hold that frequency is, I can do that, but then they bring in the thought forms themselves, and then so it's always constant,
mm,
like that. Their own uh attachments, beliefs,
yeah.
fears.
Well, you can't manage them. I mean, that's that's where we gotta like. I know, I completely understand. I've been
Yeah,
struggling with the same thing with my family, where I'm like, because we want to, you love your family, you love your parents, you want to help them, you want to save them, but I think it's
yeah.
like, I don't know. I think that's been one of my challenges this year, talking to Cernunos and all this, realizing like at some point you're gonna have to
You
like
just kind of be your
accept that,
step that they
you
are.
know what, they might
Yeah.
die. Like in a way, you have to like let them die. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I mean, that sounds mean. I mean, I'm telling myself, like I'm telling myself about my family, like you have to let them die. Maybe they won't physically die, but it just like you cannot. I
Maybe
don't know if
that.
did I tell you that I feel like I'm sustaining energetically
Uh-huh. Mm-hmm.
like the bodies,
Mm-hmm.
and I feel like if I like just
Left,
pack up and go,
then it
say,
would
all right, you
be
guys are on your own, you'll be just fine.
would
It's like,
collapse.
I don't think
Mm-hmm.
they will just be just fine. They might get sick very quickly and like die
Collapse.
from
Mm-hmm.
something from like cancer, like who knows what.
Collapse.
Because for
Mm-hmm.
me, I feel, I don't know how you feel it, but I feel all the time.
Responsible.
I well, I feel responsible because I feel like, I love them. It's not my family, like even though we're not like we don't have the best relationship, but I guess what I was gonna say is that I feel it like in myself, I feel a lot of warmth, a lot of like hot energy, like right now, and maybe that's because we're talking,
Mm-hmm.
but but or the temperature too. But
Yeah.
but usually I do feel like a strong like chi, the warmth of the chi and the life force current
Yep.
moving through me. And one of the things I like to do is to expand. Like today I was doing that, is to expand like a sun from within. Because I moved on from chakras and now it's just like one big sun solar ball that just like
Yeah.
radiates out from the center and it fills up your whole being. And like that's my qigong. My qigong is just like
Yeah.
expanding the light body or the life force through all the cells in the body, and it's like you become
A
a
son.
sun that becomes like you become like
Mm-hmm.
effulgent, and it starts to fill you up, and you just get really hot
Nice.
and like um like you even start to see the glow. Like I can see the glow in my hands right now.
Mm-hmm.
So then
Mm-hmm.
um but then I think that energy gets like sent out to whoever intuitively is like needs it, that support. And it's like you can literally bring people back to life. I mean, I think that's how Jesus Christ literally brought people back from the dead.
Mm-hmm.
It's like
Mm-hmm.
sending this like high level God source
Yeah.
consciousness, energy, and light and lifting them up from the dead. And I think
Yep.
that's what we can do because I'm thinking about everyone that's been jabbed and is like is walking dead. And it's like
Yeah.
only way is you have to bring part their soul back, remove the black goo,
Yep.
which can be done. I believe it can be done, but you got to
Mm-hmm.
bring their soul back and bring their essence back,
Yeah.
and then s- bring them back from the dead. And I think like that's something. I think I intuitively am doing this.
Yeah. Yep.
Like no, nobody taught me. I just do it.
Do it. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And then, but I think we all do this in our own way, and probably mostly with our families. And that's why we end up like still being with our families
Yeah.
because it becomes like a
Right.
codependent type relationship. It's not healthy. But at the same time, it's like we're like in a way trying to keep, and we want to help them to
Yeah.
overcome. But I think ultimately the healing work has to come back to ourselves. We have to heal ourselves, heal our ancestral traumas and our
Mm-hmm.
ancestors, all that through ourselves. But when we heal ourselves, we heal them.
Yeah. True.
So like that's been like one of my focuses is like you heal that ancestral trauma within yourself, or just
Then it
end it,
goes
just
through the
burn
whole
the
line.
contract or cut
Burn
off the
it.
chain,
Mm-hmm. Yep.
cut the chain, and then that
Yeah.
transforms, ripples out,
Right.
and that
Does.
transforms that line. And
Mm-hmm.
like I think a lot of what we struggle with, at least like for me with the Mexican background, is like the fight. Like I guess it's worth. It's a worth thing. It's like worthiness. Like I was gonna say financial and money, but it's like it's really more about worthiness. Like, am I worthy? to receive? Am I worthy to like live, to have my needs met, to be loved, to
Hmm.
be cared for, to not be neglected or abandoned,
Right?
or to live a life free from abuse and trauma or um, suffering? Can I live? Am I worthy of living a life of joy? Because to me, that's what it comes like.
Mhm.
Because to me, once you're in joy and you're connected to your passion, like that's when I think everything starts to like activate, like in terms of
Yeah.
like manifesting your,
What you want, your
business, career,
reality.
dream
Hmm.
life, whatever. But if you have all these limiting beliefs about like like the basic, I'm not good enough, or like I suck, or like I'm nobody, or like I'm just some weirdo or whatever, or like or my life is shit, or like it's impossible because look at this and this and this.
Hmm.
But I think a lot of it is about worthiness, and it's like I think we inherit a lot of that through
Yeah,
our like because of
definitely.
there's been a lot of like
Definitely. Yes.
abuse. Like I think back to like colonization or wars or persecution or whatever form it takes.
Yeah.
If so, anyway, sorry,
Yeah.
we
Yeah.
went to the
I mean,
discussion
yeah, so it's healing that uh family, the family trauma, the ancestral trauma
because I think that
within
holds us
yourself,
back a lot. Like like that the
and by
family part can be so.
burning the contract, saying no more, that you're not doing that no more, that it's, it's it, you're just putting a stop to it, of all the attachments and stuff. But because you do, though, your parents and stuff, they might not be ready to do that and let that go. So
Yeah, yeah.
you done it already in a higher way, but they still are wanting to have those experiences and hold on to the memories of the past and the trauma that they went through. And so that's harder for them to just, because we didn't live through that, but maybe they had, their grandparents did, or something like that, and
Mhm.
or something.
Yes,
You know what I
exactly.
mean? So it's just accepting people for where they're at too,
True,
and
true.
not forcing change, just kind of listening and seeing, offering help or assistance, or uh whatever you kind of are guided to. It's kind of just really just flowing with them, seeing how they respond to things or what they're listening to and all that. So, and everyone's different. So, yeah, it's so yeah, I just kind of listen, and then see what kind of questions they ask me, or I ask them questions or whatever. Then you kind of know uh what to ask them next, I guess. And so that just is just maybe conversation with people, but I don't know. It's like family stuff, and you already know some of them are just closed, and they don't want to talk about
Yeah,
much of anything
true.
because of their trauma.
Or empty and possessed or whatever.
Yeah, right. Right.
Sadly, but
Right. So a lot of the family we find is online and stuff, and meeting up and doing those things. That's how
yes.
I found. Yeah, we kind of.
Yeah, and I think at this point, that's like the next thing is like I said, a big mission is like I think reconnecting with soul family, however we
Hmm.
see it, whether it's over soul or monadic or soul groups or
Yeah.
however. But it's like because there's variety, there's complexity, but and some bonds are going to be stronger than others, or whatever,
Hmm.
however it
Hmm.
is. Um, but yeah, I completely agree with you about that. It's like just how it is, and
Yeah. I
it's
guess
what's
we
next.
brought our frequency to the plate to our where we're at, and then that's really what was needed to make the changes that maybe we didn't see, but it's changes that are from above. It's a big change.
Hmm.
We affected the surrounding with our frequency, or yes, lots of ways. Yeah. Hmm. So
Hey, well, I want
let's
to
end
leave,
this.
leave you be, yeah, because this
Yeah.
was a very, we're gonna, so no, 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 well, like definitely leave you be, and
10,
and
16.
yeah, it's late for you, so you need to get some rest. You were already tired when we were meeting us, so
Oh, but I
so
feel shifted though, so that's
once
better.
once you get me going, I get going, so I'm like, yeah, watch out, I can be a yapper for sure.
No. No.
No, I really can be. So that's why like I gotta watch it. But
Yeah, it's
that's
all
also why
right.
I wanted to get on YouTube. You know, whoever wants to sit around and listen to me on a Friday or whatever,
Reach out to you
listen to
to
my weirdness and or yeah or whatever. Just listen to me talk about who knows what. Because I think eventually that's what I'd like to do. Just some kind of like group, like online live, like. Because that's what I was thinking originally. We were gonna do a live, and then we would just be like online with the chat and like,
yeah, we can
you
eventually
know
if
what I
you
mean?
would like to do that.
Like that's kind of the what I was sensing, but because I'm open to that.
Hmm.
But if you prefer just doing one-on-one and just
Yeah,
being
we
like,
can do
I just
either
want to
way.
focus on like just talk to you, and I don't want to get distracted by like all this chaos over here, like
Yeah,
because I know that can be very annoying and
yeah,
frustrating. But
because
I
you're
think
not fully present, that's all in
yeah,
that way. Hmm.
and I know I get it. Like me too. I'm like someone who's always striving to like go into like a deep, expanded, super conscious state as much as possible.
Yeah,
And
but
you
if you're
can't you
talking, then
cannot
I
be
can.
distracted
Yeah,
if you
but if it's about like if I'm interviewing you or something like that, then you're talking and stuff, and then I can do the live chat and ask the questions and do that and manage it that way, you know.
Mm.
But if I'm doing a reading or something, then definitely not, because I
Oh, of
can't.
course. Yeah,
You
no,
know
I
what I
get you.
mean?
I hear
Yeah.
you. I hear you. And even whether it's you and I in the future someday or I'm just putting it out there like I'll probably we'll see. Because right now I'm just like nobody basically, which is fine with me.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
I think
Yeah.
my spirit if I'm really being on I think the real deal would be like because to me I'm like I told you that like if I die tomorrow I'm good. If I
Mhm.
vanish into thin air, like after this call, like I'm happy.
Mhm.
I'm not attached to the human
Yeah, not attached. Hmm.
identity or this like I don't feel like, you know. But I think spirit wants me to like be like, no, you're not gonna die. You're not leaving. Like we got a lot of work to do. There's a lot to get done. And I think so.
Hmm.
That's why I know a lot of it is about connecting to people and
Yeah.
even just, like the talk we're having right
Yeah,
now
yeah.
kind of
Hmm.
thing. And this is helping people to
Yeah.
activate and remember and accept themselves
Helping us too.
and and I think yeah, because are you on Instagram or do you use that
I
or
have Instagram.
do you use
Not
it or
always on there all the
'cause
time.
I try to, how do you feel about all that? The Meta, Facebook, Instagram.
I don't know. I don't not
You're
sure. I don't
okay.
have that thought.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I do have my own opinions, I guess, about all that
Yeah.
because I stay away from it because like I'll do
Yeah.
YouTube and that's about it. But
Yeah. I know
I'm
I try it's a lot of energy to have to keep up with all platforms, so I just try to just do YouTube and maybe Facebook.
yeah
And so,
yeah
but
because
I
with
don't really like
Instagram.
groups. I don't do groups it's hard for me to participate in groups
Mhm.
chat.
Yeah,
Don't
I
like
feel you.
that.
I feel you. Well, I was just thinking because I think with the like social like Instagram, the reels and all that, I mean,
Oh yeah, those are
you
good.
could with the algorithm, it could take you like you could grow your community fast. Although I hear that they cap us because
Oh,
of who we are. I
oh,
don't know if that's true or not, but I'm not
mm,
surprised that they try to cap our
mm,
reach. Like some people like I heard it in your interview with Penny. She was saying that they'll cap you at like 5,000 followers
oh, mm,
because of who you are,
oh
because you're an
my.
asset.
Mm-hmm. Mm.
And it's like whoever's knows like if you're on YouTube, once they see that you're getting popular or something, they'll like
Take
sabotage
away
it,
your channel.
block you,
Mm-hmm.
or find some reason to screw with it, or like
Yeah.
just cap you.
Or
Like
take
nope,
away your whole channel.
or
Mm-hmm.
take it away. Yeah. So that's where I'm like,
Yeah.
or that's why I was curious, like, or how do you feel about all that?
I think it just
Because
probably just keep
I
on
could see it
going, and
being,
then if it gets taken down, then just take time to readjust and keep going, I guess, if you're still passionate about it. But they want to do that so you'll stop doing it, and then because a lot of people stop or because it was maybe their income that because they were monetized, so yeah, but I guess just keep going, keep doing it.
well, because if I ever, I mean, right now I'm like I said, I'm like over here hiding in the, I'm not hiding, but I'm in the corner somewhere.
Mhm.
I'm like a just a spirit somewhere and be, what is that? But it's the dragon. But Anyway,
Mhm.
that's what I'm calling it now, I guess the dragon. But don't be scared.
Leo the dragon.
It's weird though. Like I know it's
Mhm.
the dragon because now ever since then I hear it. It's like a song. It's like
Oh.
ooh, and it even has a voice. He's like, it's kind of deep and
Mhm.
raspy. It's got a laugh. And it's kind of like,
Oh yeah.
but it's me. It's me. It's like who I
Uh-huh.
am. It's my
Uh-huh.
essence, and I
Mhm.
recognize it. But it's way more real and authentic. Like if I was really being 100%, like probably maybe later in the future, but it's way more like I don't know how to explain it.
Yeah.
It's just
Oh, funny. Yeah.
something interesting. It's a very unusual style of humor.
Animated, like kind of animated too a lot,
It's kind of
like
cartoon. Yeah,
playful
yeah. There's
in that
something
way.
playful about it,
Uh-huh.
but it's
Yeah.
kind of like,
But comfortable being animated too,
but it's still very very out there. Like what is this? What the hell?
Mm-hmm.
But it's totally like just for fun. It's just playful, but also understanding like even hellish things, and being like, oh yeah, they're over there, eating baby back ribs or whatever. Like fuck,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
what the hell? That's not funny.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, but uh, but it's like because I think at a certain point of view, I don't know, it's got to be very strange. I mean, you're holding so much immensity in your consciousness, way out there. Who knows what you see? But yeah, I'm telling you, you unlocked some stuff in me. Something
Good.
like I'm just like wow, like Christy, holy shit.
Cool. I'm
And I
glad.
and I,
I
and I,
That's why I
and
probably went did away with those cards because that was
and I,
probably limiting.
that was helpful. I mean, that was that too, but like this was like I
Yeah.
don't know, you like something sweet. But we'll be in touch and
Yeah.
I'm sure we'll be collabing in the future about and who knows, how I have a feeling something there'll be things. I'll kind of give you some space and breather
Oh
room to
yeah.
be in
Because
your
I'll be on
energy.
vacation.
Oh yeah, 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 that's right.
Vacation time,
That's right.
so
You're gonna be out.
I'll be gone.
That's right. That's
But
right.
you know,
That's great.
uh
That's the very good, very much
yeah.
needed. Yeah,
Mhm.
give
Till
yourself
the
that.
end of till September 1st is when I come back. Yeah.
Okay. August is gonna be high energy, so have fun. Ex
Yeah, by the
get get
ocean. I'll be
enjoy
at
your
the ocean.
Oh, that's great. Yeah. I'm gonna
Mhm.
try to like take my energy. I'm gonna like be like, all right. But but I'm telling you, this weekend is gonna be something else. I think Saturday,
Tomorrow.
Sunday.
Hmm.
Tomorrow's gonna be a day at a time. I'm already feeling it. I'm already like that's
Hmm.
why I'm like losing track of the time here. I'm like I'm just like in a trance already
Hmm.
and I
And
think
then
this
Sunday is what then they out of time on Saturday
it's,
and
it's
then
just like the follow. I mean, I would say just like the crescent, like a peak and then
present.
it follows after
Uh-huh.
that.
Yeah.
But I think I don't know. We'll see. Anything could happen. So it's like I always say anything could happen. So I think we're just gonna be probably just like I think we're just gonna be on our timeline, like we're jumping on our higher timeline is what's going on right now. At least that's what I'm experiencing.
Mm-hmm.
Because I'm like I've kind of big. I mean, this technically should be my higher timeline, but I think we still
I think
gotta
so.
make some more changes. Like
Yeah.
it's just more momentum building
Hmm.
basically. But the momentum will just I think what it is momentum will keep building
Yeah.
energetically for everybody
Yeah.
because everyone's feeling this in some way or fashion. Even
Hmm.
like people who have no clue what's going on. They're
Yeah.
just like, "Whoa, what's going
Yeah.
on?"
Yeah. They feel tired or they whatever
Or
it is.
fatigued, yeah,
Uh-huh.
tired and exhausted, because that's another
Hmm.
way it manifests too. It
Hmm.
doesn't mean you're, yeah, like or sick or ill or
Yeah.
that too. Um, but yeah, I think August was gonna be like it's probably gonna be like yeah, it should be fun. Yeah, I'm happy for you. I really am.
Yeah. I'll send
Great,
you some pictures
super.
too of the beach and the thing, the rocks and all that stuff is what I just love
Yeah.
going for looking for different rocks and crystals and because it's like the quartz on the beach and um just the ocean and that's all we do. Me and my friend Kelly, we just
Mm.
almost every day just drive back and forth to the ocean. She lives like an hour from the ocean, so it's like we go there real early and then come back and do it again. Or we take her dog on the nature walks around and in Massachusetts. Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah, so
super
it's
cool.
really a lot of all of it's like Native American historic stuff there too.
Is that where what's the
Like the Pilgrim Monument and stuff. the
Mm.
Mayflower and, you
Oh,
know,
right. Yeah.
Boston Tea Party,
I got my history.
the all the Native American battles, there's lots of uh land there that's been with the battles, so
Yeah.
yeah, rocks that are ancient rock housing, like there's the how they had like fences, but they used the rocks that's from long ago.
Hmm.
Yeah, there is so much history there. Yeah, it's pretty. I went last year too, you know, so it's my first year last year. And then I went this January to help her move and stuff, but so cold. I didn't like it. So freezing cold.
Yeah.
Not cold person like that, It
Yeah.
really just makes everything just freeze up. So I like it warm to hot. I
Ah,
prefer. Yeah.
yeah. Same.
Mm-hmm.
I like the warmth too.
Mm-hmm.
I like the
Mm-hmm.
tropics and I like the warmth and all that too.
Yeah.
I'm impressed
Yeah.
with the clouds.
Yeah. I have
Oh
to
no,
have
we're
it
going
like
to weather
that.
check. I think we're probably running out of steam, aren't we? Like,
We're going to
hey,
the weather talk.
yeah. It's
Then
like, oh, that can't be good.
Yeah. It's so okay.
It's
Listen it
okay.
then, and
It's
I'll
all
send you
good.
this. And when they put it on, they want if anyone wants to reach out to you to have you on their show or to message you on email or video or
Oh
anything like
yeah.
that, then
Um.
you can just put a um I'll put it on the video description. Your stuff,
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That's fine. I mean, again, it's just like with my channel right now.
Mm-hmm.
And the people, if it's somebody really is curious or wants to talk to
Yeah.
me or contact or anything, they
Yeah.
can reach out to me, leo.awakened1@gmail.com.
Okay.
And it's the emails on the little YouTube description. And I'll probably be on eventually. I have an aversion to Instagram, but it's
Oh,
probably not a bad idea. It's because I think people can get faster reach or more something. I don't know. I'm not good with the marketing stuff. I'm really bad,
yeah. Yeah.
but I figure it's probably a good idea, maybe.
We'll
Uh,
see.
but
We'll
again,
just
it's
see.
like, anyway, but yeah, if I ever get super popular, I'm gonna make sure I'm gonna make you popular. I want
Yeah.
Christy, the world to know about Christy too.
Yeah.
Christy, everybody needs to know Christy. Yeah, I mean, what the hell? Why we should not be, I don't know. I'm always like getting like a little bit cranky about like why are we living these like fucking weird, like not weird ass lives, but why is our come on, we should be able to like, you know what I mean? Like
Mm-hmm.
live the life
Yeah.
you want to live and be
Yeah.
like, boom.
Manifesting like living on the beach by the ocean or something in a tropical area. Yeah.
Yeah. Dude, like, yeah, basically, yeah. Or whatever your taste cup of tea is, in the woods and peace, it's all good. Me too. I'm kind of a tropical person. I want to go. Just
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
yeah,
you
that's why I
should.
want to go to Yucatan because it's like it's really nice out there.
Mm.
That's another story. Oh, anywhere that feels good energetically.
Yeah.
But anyway,
Okay.
okay.
Well, I'll talk to you later then.
All right, peace.
Okay.
Take care of yourself and have fun. Be safe out there, everyone.
Okay. Bye.
Peace.